I'm so upset.
Why?
You didn't wear the Yeezys.
I didn't want to mess them up. I mean, that's 20 clams. Can't afford to mess them up.
I hope you guys are following Jim Norton on social media yesterday, so you could see the video of the. I'm surprised you didn't do an unboxing. You know, in sneaker culture, people do unboxing videos.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, that's right. You do a full unboxing video, and
I should have. They came in a brown cardboard box.
Do you have any left in the box? Because you could still do a Yeezys unboxing.
Okay.
And you were able to actually get because I was surprised when I heard that you got Yeezys.
Yeah.
First of all, you spelled them wrong.
Oh, Yees. How do you spell it? With a Z?
Yeah.
Oh, my Yeezys.
Yeezus.
Hey, I knew that didn't look right.
Yeah. He spelled it Yeesys. Yeezys.
My Yeezys. They were easy to get.
These are my Yeezys.
Oh, I didn't even know.
So he opens them, or he shows them off. And a lot of people are paying like upwards of $2,000 for a pair of Yeezys.
Yeah, I know.
You were able to find a good deal on yours.
I got 4 pairs for 80. 4 pairs, $80. I bought different sizes. I wasn't sure what size. One of them fit. I don't even think the size on the box. I couldn't see.
A lot of people can't even keep 4 pairs in stock. You know what I mean? It's odd that you were just able, especially at such an affordable price, because if I do a little math real quick, that averages out to $20 a pair.
Yeah, good deal. Yeah, I think the fake ones are going for really expensive. I think people are selling these fake ones really high.
So you're actually quite confident in the realness of your sneakers.
Authenticity of my shoe? Yeah.
It's a real deal.
Sure it is.
That's cool. It was just in a plain brown box.
Yeah, and these little, you know what they come in, these little, what covers my Yeezys was these little white, there's a little piece of styrofoam in there so it doesn't collapse the shoe. And they're covered in, they didn't come in casings. Do you know
what do you mean casings?
Anything on the feet. Like the 2 of them are in a box. You know what they're covered in? You know you walk on a hospital floor, there's that little white little booty you put on it.
Sure, like that matches your scrubs.
It'll match your scrubs. They came with a little white booty on each one.
Oh, because you got to protect them.
You protect the Yeezys.
Because they're a very valuable shoe.
Sure. and they just came in a brown cardboard.
Right. No, that's good.
I'll do some unboxing later.
Was it a shoe box?
No, it was just a cardboard box. The 2 of them in there.
It's a little odd that they didn't come in a shoe box.
Yeah.
Because I've seen a lot of Yeezys, and then for the most part, they do come in shoe boxes. You know, Adidas makes them. So generally, Adidas will sell their sneakers. I usually get Nikes. Travis, do you have Adidas?
I've had some, yes.
Do they come in like just a regular cardboard box?
No, they come in an official Adidas box.
Is it a shoe box?
Yeah.
That's weird then.
Yeah, well, these probably didn't because they like to fly under the radar.
Maybe straight from the factory.
Right from the factory, fresh
marketing.
Yeah, maybe they're right from Kanye's garage.
Right. Have you done a legit check on them? I don't know, because you don't know that much about sneakers. People do legit checks.
What's a legit check?
A legit check is where you can go online and you can see all the things that like the fake version of your sneaker has on it. Like on Air Jordans, for example, the logo that's on the side of them. There's differences in the font. There's differences in the Nike check. There's all these little differences that you can see whether you have a real shoe or a fake shoe. So I don't know if you've actually gone through and done a legit check on your brand new Yeezys, the $20 Yeezys.
The ones do not have a line under them. The paper is also incorrect. See the box? Cardboard box. That's how mine came.
Oh, so I guess yours are real. Oh, and look at that. Scroll down, Adrian. Did they come in like that?
Yeah, they just came with a little thing on top of them.
Hey.
In a box like that.
Did it say Yeezy Boost on it?
I was busy.
You were a little busy.
Yeah.
You didn't see all that. Okay, but still, you're confident. I'm confident if you're confident.
What's the difference? Reverse mirrored patterns. What's that mean?
It's just the way the pattern is going. Like it's kind of angled up or it's angled down, I guess. You know, it's almost like you're looking. It's a mirror image of what the pattern on the actual shoe looks like.
Oh.
You know what I mean? It's little differences like that.
Well, how do you know which is right?
It'll tell you on the website. It'll say this is what it should be like. Wow. This is what the fake ones look like. But I would say so far, Yours checked out. If you got 4 for
I'll
80.
bring them in and do I'll do an unboxing. I want to do an unboxing. I didn't know that they do unboxings.
Oh, yeah, you got to do it.
I just unboxed them myself. I just did it.
You got to do an unboxing.
I have a fresh box with some nice booties.
What you should do is you should bring them in, you should do an unboxing, and then do another video, which is a legit check.
Yeah.
Where you look at your sneakers and you judge whether or not you got real ones, and just point out all the things that make them so real. For instance, you could show the receipt and say, they're not going to sell me these if they're fake.
That's right. And I'll show the box they came in.
Yeah.
These are legit.
Exactly.
My legit Yeezys.
How was the response online to your Yeezys?
People seem to enjoy the video. Got a lot of retweets.
It did?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I see 278 retweets and 567 likes. Let's play the video.
Great news. I'm going to shoot my stand-up special on Saturday. But my new Yeezys came in the mail. I ordered them. People have been getting ripped off. They're spending like $1,200, $1,300. I don't know if those are real. $20, you can get them online. Check these out. How nice are these?
They look so cool.
Really nice.
Wow, they look great.
I'm really psyched. I'm going to be stylish. I bought a couple extra pairs. I mean, for $20, you can't go wrong. So I'm happy they came.
See? So you were very happy about your sneakers last night.
People always think I'm not fashionable, and they mock my footwear, but now who's laughing?
It was good, too, that you put that public message out there that, a lot of people might be getting ripped off.
Sure.
Because they're available for, some people are paying 4 figures or more.
Yeah.
They're available at a 2-figure price tag.
Oh, my God. Yeah, 20 bills. Just
20
got to be a smart shopper.
Oh, yeah, I see this person responded to you. There's deals all over the place. I picked up these sweet Rolexes for only $50 a piece, and they're tiny digital watches with cartoons on the bands.
Yeah, they're not Rolexes.
You don't think so?
No.
That guy may have gotten had.
He got had.
Well,
he got faked.
You got to wake up pretty early in the morning to get one by Jim Norton.
Yeah, I mean, you just got to be a smart shopper.
Yeah. Do you really think you're going to wear them on your special?
I'm going to see how they look. I like the idea of it because it's funny to me to do that.
It's so funny.
So awful fake Yeezys on purpose. But I don't know. I have a pair of shoes I really like. I'm going to see how they feel, too, and how they look with the pants.
I think the Yeezys will be good.
They might.
Especially if, you don't even have to film maybe on stage, have some kind of reference to them, so at least the audience in the building knows that you've got the coolest shoes in the land on your feet right now.
$20.
Yeah, because a lot of your audience might not realize, those are the shoes we keep talking about, Yeezys, and then you let them know. When you're a smart shopper,
yeah,
$20.
Smart shopper, you pay $20.
20 big
thousands of dollars.
No, you got 4 pairs. You didn't even break 100.
Yeah. I should have bought pairs for the staff.
You should have. How great would that be if you hand them out at Christmas?
These Yeezys.
Everybody gets a pair of Yeezys at Christmas. No gift this year for the staff. No gift card to anywhere. No check. No nothing. Just a pair of Yeezys for everybody.
Yep.
Because now you got the hookup.
We got to do a legit check tomorrow.
Okay.
It's important.
Bring them in and we'll do a legit check.
Yeah.
Adrian, you make sure you do all the research so we can spot all the inaccuracies that may be on pairs that are not as legit as Jim's $20 Yeezys.
What color socks should I wear with them, to shoot in? I'm going to probably wear darker pants, black socks.
I would think black socks. Yeah. White socks would probably stick out there. Black shoes. So yeah, I would think like black socks.
My socks are awful. The heel always comes out. I can't wear thin dress socks because my feet are small, and I hate the fact that
they're small but wide.
Yeah. Yeah, they're chodes. I hate the fact that the heel of the sock is always somewhere up in the middle of my foot, in the back. You know that when you pull out your socks, they don't fit right. The heel kind of bunches over the shoe.
It does.
Yeah, it's terrible.
You can see the wrinkles. So when your pants come up, you can see the wrinkle in your sock.
Yep,
that's terrible. If you have great fitted pants and really expensive shoes, and your socks don't fit right, it's like, what are you doing, dude?
I have a nice pair of shoes my agent sent me. Bob Eatman sent me a nice pair because he has good shoes, and he sent me a nice pair.
But it's like, yeah, anybody can have nice shoes. It's about having cool shoes.
That's
you know
true.
what I mean?
But it's also
because you want to let the kids know you're down. You get it.
That's a good point. And $20.
$20, yeah. You guys know how to shop.
Yeah,
this is
smart
great.
shopper. That's for all you millennials out there.
Yeah.
Smart shoppers.
Speaking of smart shoppers, this reminded me completely of the rage conversation that we had the other day on the air. Did you see this story about the extreme couponer that was holding up the checkout line?
Yep.
Did you get upset about it?
I felt if that story ended with a gunshot, I would have still been okay with it.
So there's it was in Memphis. Surveillance video came out of a violent grocery store attack on this woman who took at least 20 minutes to check out because she was sorting through various coupons.
What a selfish fuck. That sounds like OCD to me. Mm-hmm. You know, that's like saving every dollar, that chronic.
Well, those are the extreme couponers. Have you seen the reality show?
Yeah. First of all, you're not an extreme couponer. You're a mental case.
Right. You don't think that it's healthy?
I hate that term.
When you see like the husband come down and be like, it started as a hobby, but it really has, the codependent husband, it really has helped the family along. And you go down to her basement. This is her stash. And she's got like 19 boxes of Tide and 200 rolls of paper towels and 150 cans of soup. Whatever was on sale, she's like, a lot of this stuff was free. A lot of it was free. And so you just come down here. Oh, looks like we're running low on toothbrushes. We'll have to restock on those. And she literally has what amounts to a grocery store stockroom in her basement because she's an extreme couponer. She goes and whatever's on sale, if she can buy one, get one free, and there's no coupon limit, she's going to she'll go, buy one, get one free, no coupon limit, and I got 50% off a manufacturer's thing over here, so I'm going to buy 30 toothbrushes and then get 30 for free, and I got the coupon off the 30, so I'm really only paying for 3 toothbrushes, and I got 60.
It's mental illness. It really, there's a certain amount of money you're saving, you're smart. Saving money is smart. You're not stupid because you're saving money. It's a smart thing to do. But when you're like that, you're just fucked up. It's your whole, if it's your cause, if it's your life, it's your goal, if that's what you're doing it for because you want to save money. I've known chronically cheap people. They're horrible. Yeah. Fucking horrible.
Never fun to be around.
No, they're the worst.
It's like you go to your friend's house for dinner. How much you pay for these taco shells? They had a coupon in the paper on Sunday. You didn't have to pay full price. It's like, but you know what? I got enough going on in my life that I didn't want to have to worry about taco shell coupons.
People got budgets and, their family's on a budget or whatever.
Well,
but this is just...
That's couponing.
20 minutes.
Not extreme couponing.
And it's especially weird now when you don't really use coupons anymore. Everything's tied to those reward cards, you get your Stop and Shop card and then all the discounts come off.
It's all the ritual. It's this weird ritual of the cutting, saving, getting something for free.
And you asked me about coupon? So she was in line, and a guy behind her started shouting, "Come on, there's people out here. Nobody has time for this." She says, this is what the woman says. She carries a binder with a filing system in it and a duffel bag or a large purse-type bag that she carries full inserts and things like that in it.
She's an ass.
Why would you need the entire insert?
You don't want to miss a deal. Because you don't want to miss a deal. Oh, she brings the whole insert?
She brings the whole thing. You just buying whatever there's a coupon for?
Oh my God, how awful.
Terrible.
What a fucked up person.
Yeah.
That to me is fucked up.
Although I will tell you this. When Jess is home from maternity leave, I wouldn't mind if she started extreme couponing when she's got her time.
Because she'll have to do it.
Yeah, I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna do any of it.
Yeah, you don't want her extreme couponing.
She couponed for a little bit, like for 2.
When?
It was when the show was popular, and she was like, "Oh, I should try this," and she did it for like 2 weeks, and she got some good deals. But we both very quickly realized it was a waste of everyone's time.
It's so time consuming.
You would spend hours to walk out and be like, "We saved $25."
Yeah.
But there was this moment where, a month after, I was looking at the grocery bills and I was like, "Oh, not couponing anymore, huh?" I kind of missed the $25 savings because I wasn't the one clipping the coupons.
Yeah, or the humiliation of going in there.
I didn't do that either.
6 cans of lentil beans. I want them on sale. Buy 5, get 1 free. Lentil bean. Ugh.
Isn't it amazing? And that's your sense of accomplishment. That's how little that's going on. You got nothing going on, and you need this sense of accomplishment. You have people with kids that are sitting there going wow, they'll be like, "I got all this split pea soup. A lot of people paid full price. I got it half price." So I bought 50 cans. And you're like, who gives a fuck? You're raising a person.
Yeah, and you also have 50 cans of pea soup. Now that's the problem. The store actually won. They got you to get them off their hands.
Yeah, you know why stuff goes on sale like that? Because they got a stock room full of pea soup.
They have a lot of it.
Yeah.
Uber is more expensive when there's a higher demand.
Yeah.
It's not cheaper. That's how it is when there's fucking a lot of it.
Right.
They just get rid of it.
If pea soup became a very popular food item, oh boy, would everybody be paying full price for it.
I saw her.
It's weird that doesn't correlate with Yeezys, though.
No, it doesn't. It's amazing. Well, I guess I knew where to look.
Yeah, that's true.
What
Smart
D-Bag
shopper.
did.
Smart shopper.
This woman, I saw her, and she had a claim about this guy. At least she's honest, though. I'll say that. At least she's not a liar.
Well, let's see. Should we watch the video?
Yeah.
Okay.
Our first look at surveillance video of an attack at a Kroger checkout line in East Memphis. And it tells a slightly different story than the one the alleged victim told us yesterday.
Yeah, she says a man behind her attacked her because her coupon transaction was just taking too long.
But WREG's Nina Harrelson uncovered that is not the
That
whole
is,
story.
when you just put it like that,
Newly released.
that does seem like a bit much. Like, I was just trying to give this lady some coupons, and this man started punching me in the side of the head.
Of course, it sounds so reasonable. Well, her explanation is very believable.
Right, right.
Yeah.
Right. Like,
Yeah.
you don't understand what happened. Let's hear the
And
explanation.
she spilled something accidentally on him.
Right.
Video from MPD shows the alleged attack at the Poplar Plaza Kroger that Megan Wilson told us began when she accidentally spilled her drink on a man in line behind her.
Whoops.
When I turned to walk away, my drink or my hand hit the little thing and it spilled on him. And I said, oh, my bad. And I turned and went to go grab my cart, and he grabbed me by the back of the head and smashed my face into the cart.
That makes
That's
sense,
not
actually.
exactly
Yeah.
what
I get
the
where that would
video
happen at
shows.
a typical grocery store.
Sure.
Plus, everybody has just open beverages hanging around while they're shopping.
And sometimes they spill and turning quickly after being scolded.
Right, right. And
That'll
then
happen.
and what happens if you spill on somebody? My bad.
Yeah, and they
usually
immediately put your face into a cart.
Right. It's weird. I've made mistakes before. Nobody's ever smashed my face into a shopping cart for it.
I'll be honest. I was hoping that this is how it went down. I was hoping that was it. I was hoping that he just complained, and then she accidentally spilled something, and he went, oh, fuck her, and he mushed her face.
you.
Fucking bitch.
Just going way over the top. Chip reacting way over the top. There's no reason for that.
Mash your fucking teeth into the handles.
Why? Why would you do it?
She spilled a tab on me.
Take a look. Wilson appears to purposely throw her drink on him before he lunges at her. But what happens next is still unclear because the video we were given doesn't show that angle.
She obviously, by the way, but you can tell that she was thinking about it. Because you can tell the way she turns, she kind of swipes the can toward him and goes, oh, I was just turning. Who knew? Like, you could tell she's trying to set up that she did it by mistake.
By mistake, yeah.
In the way she moves. Because she picks up, she's drinking something out of it, some Monster Energy drink or something. And she picks up her can, and she kind of turns around. But she turns the can sideways and obviously swipes it as she goes. So she's, pouring liquid all over him. This guy is already fucking...
He hates her.
He's in a rage because he's had to sit there. And it's not like 20 minutes at the checkout. It's, you've already scanned all your items. You're checked out. And now it's 20 minutes of going through a binder and passing coupons. And when you're sitting there waiting to continue your day, 20 minutes is not going to feel like 20 minutes.
And you don't hand them with the item, too. It's all in one big lump. It's so annoying.
It's after. Oh, wait. One for this, one for the... Now, it says that I can combine coupons there. I know that didn't go through, but can you just type in the...
Yeah.
And it's taking forever. So he's already furious.
If he used an axe, I'd still be on his side.
You'd be fine with it?
If the headline was, extreme couponer has hands cut off at register by angry man, I'd side with him.
What if there was no drink being poured, but he picked up a mallet and just smashed her on the side of the head with it?
How long did she take?
20 minutes.
He was patient. He did the best he could.
He did.
She drove him to it. Yeah.
Keep
Wilson
going.
appears to purposely throw her drink on him before he lunges at her. But what happens next is still unclear because the video we were given doesn't show that angle.
Everything kind of went black for a minute, and when I came to, I was on the ground. So I stumbled to get up, and the floor was slippery because obviously when he hit me, my drink went everywhere.
Wilson, who you might call an extreme couponer.
Oh my God, look at her binder.
With the filing system in it.
Admits it took about 20 minutes for her to check out.
Everything from hair care, body washes,
Wait,
and
if this
soap.
woman,
So hateable.
If this woman is admitting that it took 20 minutes for her to check out, she was easily there for a half hour plus.
Yeah, maybe.
She's lying because she was lying about spilling the drink. The reason that the drink was on the floor and the floor was slippery is because she poured it all over the guy. It's not because the guy knocked it out of her hand.
Yeah, it looked that way. Yeah, it looks that way that she was doing that.
It appears that way based on the tape. So it sounds to me like she's not telling the truth about any of this, and I wouldn't be surprised if it was a lot longer than 20 minutes.
Yeah, if they turned out it was a half hour. But what a selfish person.
Oh, the most selfish.
Just so selfish.
Just sitting there and being like, it's okay. I'm going to take a lot of time. I'm going to waste everybody's time because I need to get my savings.
And where's the hero of this story? Where is he? Do we know anything about him?
I don't, you mean the guy who smashed her face into a shopping cart and knocked her unconscious?
Yeah, he's a hero. But again, you can't do it. You just can't do that.
Well, no, that's assault, brother.
Yeah, can't do it.
Right. You're not under any circumstance, unfortunately, in this country, and maybe once Trump is officially president and we all start winning again, things will change. But as of right now, you can't smash a woman's face into a grocery cart while shopping. You just can't. Go on.
To toilet paper and paper towels.
And says the man began harassing her before the attack because he was sick of waiting. Police say Wilson had a small scratch on her forehead and refused medical treatment. But she told us she has a possible cracked rib, a hip strain, bruises, and a knot on her head.
You know what usually happens? When you're an innocent person and you get knocked unconscious at Kroger's, you usually refuse medical treatment.
Yeah, with a scratch on your head.
Right, and then go back and announce that you have a cracked rib, and because if you got knocked unconscious after getting your head smashed into a grocery cart, that sounds to me, in my non-medical opinion, like a concussion.
Well, at least though she's not the type who will sue and go digging for money.
I wouldn't think she will.
No,
because she'll realize that the whole thing was a misunderstanding.
Right,
and I'll bet all she really wants is just an apology.
Yeah,
let's find out.
Kroger to step up and take action.
I want them to be aware, and I want them to help keep their customers safe, and I want this man to pay for what he did. Justice.
In Memphis, Nina Harrelson,
who's the guy?
WREG, News Channel 3.
Now, that interview you just saw was from yesterday, and Nina says she reached out to Wilson today for comment after that video was released, but hasn't heard back. Meanwhile, police are still looking for the man in the video. They say he took off in a blue Ford F-150.
All right, let's find out more about this hero.
He's a fugitive now. He's a
fugitive.
He's a hero fugitive, as Rich Voss said yesterday.
Do we have any more update on this? There's got to be an update. This is from yesterday.
Yeah.
You just look up her name. Google her name.
I don't know. You would really like to reward him, is what you're telling me.
Oh, yeah.
You give him the key to the city?
Yeah. Yeah, I would. He's great.
He really did the right thing. Isn't that great? When somebody, like, you're watching and legally it's totally wrong. Like, he's gonna get himself in trouble, unfortunately. But just morally, even if he does end up doing a week in jail or something silly like that, he must have felt so good.
Yeah.
When he smashed her face into a grocery cart.
Yeah, I know. I feel great hearing it.
Because she seems like one of the least likable shoppers.
Yeah,
I remember hearing about.
Yeah, to me, I hope this video just doesn't identify him. It will. They'll get him.
They'll get him.
But I hope that they don't really look.
John Walsh's shopping trip seemed more pleasant than this one.
John Walsh wasn't on that trip.
On this trip? John Walsh was shopping when his son was kidnapped.
No, he wasn't. It was his wife, Reeve.
Oh.
He wasn't there.
You know a lot about that case.
I do. I do. Yeah, I forget where John was.
Right.
I forget where he was. But imagine coming home saying, our kid got kidnapped.
Yeah, I'm sure we'll find him. Oh, I'd be pissed.
You got to have something on your kid's clothing that fucking, like, you can trace them. I've been saying that for years, but maybe they have it. Mm-hmm. Like a little thing in the sneaker. Like if you can trace your iPhone.
Find my kid?
Literally find my kid.
Yeah.
Why is that so crazy? Why don't they have it?
Put it under the skin instead of a piece of clothing that can be taken off?
Yeah, yes, but I'm saying for now, it's a start. It's something. Yeah,
and the government registers it.
It should be under the skin up until a certain age. But I mean, just for now, people will go, well, then other people could find. For now, like your kid goes out, you don't have to say what piece of the clothing it's on.
They do it for dogs.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm going to invent a GPS necklace. So you can have your kid just put your necklace on if you leave the house. And that way you can always find them.
What would the kidnapper do when he sees the necklace?
Be like, oh shit, I better not take this kid. This kid's got a GPS necklace.
He'll say, or no, he'll say, what's your name? He'll say, George Paul Sinclair. See, because that's the GPS. Hold on, lean forward.
Because of his initials, you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Kid was improv.
I see. He's good. Let's go to Rich in Smithtown. What's up, Rich?
Oh, lucky you. What do you do for work?
Well, I agree that this lady's completely nuts. I mean, it's a sign of mental illness. But, Sam, like, you totally, like, hoard wrestling stuff, and you're incredibly cheap. Can't you relate to this lady on some level?
No, I'm a collector of things. That's true. And I don't mind saving some money here and there. But I don't do it
That's
at...
an understatement.
Huh?
That's an understatement.
Maybe, but I don't do it at others' behest. I don't make a scene in a store. I don't hold people up. Like, the things that I have to deal with in my own head, I have to deal with in my own head. They're nobody else's problem. To me, I don't give
What about your wife? Doesn't she?
Yeah, she chose.
Doesn't she have to suffer?
Yeah, well, we all make our beds. You know what I mean? She's the one who signed up for it. But like,
full disclosure.
If somebody's like crazy. I don't care if people are crazy. They're allowed to be as crazy as they want to be. But when you start interfering with other people's lives who want nothing to do with you, that's where I have the problem.
Absolutely infuriating if you're on the line behind that lady. I totally get it.
And that's why, and if I were on that line, I wouldn't be sitting there jealous of the lady for the savings that she got. I'd be sitting there saying, I hope that somebody smashes her face into a grocery cart. And then I would be pleasantly surprised.
Wow. All right.
All right, buddy. I'll talk to you later. Yeah, but there's no excuse.
No.
There's no excuse. It's very antisocial behavior.
It is, right?
Yeah. It's so antisocial to be that selfish. Like, I see it. You see it anytime you're with in a group setting. Like, people who have little signs of it or whatever, but to be that antisocial and to be that selfish, like to really think that when you're in a public setting, that your needs are more important than the needs of other people in the store. Like, to not be embarrassed that you're holding everybody up.
Yeah.
If you're an extreme couponer, you should strictly go shopping at 2 o'clock in the morning at 24-hour grocery stores only.
You know, sometimes I forget sometimes until people do something that's a blatant example of narcissism.
Yeah,
or
that's
of self-involvement. I was talking to this girl recently, and we had a misunderstanding about something. It was through text. It was nothing, and she was wrong about something, and she accused me of lying about something, but I was not. But I got why she thought I did. But instead of just going, "Hey, why is this like this?" She's like, "You're lying. I caught you." And like, no, stupid. You did, like, point being, I just stopped talking. Like, fuck her. So then a week later, she writes me and says, like, "Okay, I'm ready to talk now." And I'm like,
we weren't waiting for you.
My thing, I was like, you're wrong. Like, I didn't say that to her.
Right.
But it was like, you were wrong. And instead of going, "Hey, I fucked up. I was an asshole. I'm sorry I accused you of that," it was, "Okay, I'm done being mad." See, people like that think that when they're done being mad, like, the whole world is like, "Woo, all right, you've come around," but not realizing the world is like, "Go fuck yourself."
Yeah.
Selfish.
Right.
Narcissist. Go fuck yourself.
It's like yesterday when I posted the thing that I was going to work on. I was going to be on the WWE show on Sunday.
Ooh.
That's right.
Mr. Big Shot.
But I put out this like big thing and I wrote it on Instagram and it had this caption, "A dream come true, blah, 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 blah." There's still people that literally that I know, like all these comments, hundreds of comments. They're like, "Congratulations, you deserve it, blah, blah, blah." And then there's always the one guy who's like, "Hey, cool, man, put in a good word for me."
It's not what I meant, dude.
It's not about you.
I just meant radio might not work out, so I
But it's not about you.
Right.
You know what I mean?
It's not about you, right.
It was that's like, you have your own stuff going on and that's fine, but this one isn't about you.
Right, it's not about you.
And like the girl who's like sitting there, like nobody was waiting for you to be ready to be spoken to.
That's the annoying part is people get so wrapped up in their own shit, they cannot see what selfish twats they are.
Right. And that's this lady at the fucking supermarket.
Oh, she's the worst.
Who's so obsessed with saving money and thinking that, like, well, this is her world, that she doesn't understand that like it's the middle of the afternoon and all the people around her are just trying to get back to their fucking lives and not spend all day in the grocery store.
I got someone on, now maybe this is not true. Somebody said that, was Jerry Lawler fired?
Yes.
So
well, not fired. He just doesn't work on the pre-show anymore.
Okay. So people like, I saw that people wrestling fans are going to be mad at you, Sam. Like, no, they're not.
No,
Why?
I don't
For
think
doing
so.
a gig? Why would they be mad at you? You didn't do anything.
No. And Jerry Lawler's doing other stuff.
Yeah.
He's going to host like their Hall of Fame thing. He's going to do other stuff. They just took him, they restructured their pre-show.
And they said, oh, the wrestlers are going to be, the wrestlers aren't going to give a shit who they're talking to.
No.
What the fuck do they care? You think they don't know Vince does business in his own way?
He's doing a show. Like, it's
a
like,
show.
okay, we just move on. Nobody's upset.
Yeah. People really are delusional
Yeah.
as to how other people are going to react.
Right.
Like wrestlers are going to be like, I'm not going on that. Yes, you are. Happily.
Yeah, it's not a talk show. It's their show. They just asked me to do their show.
Right.
Like, they're like, I'm not going to do my show. All right, so don't.
It's silly.
Yeah, yeah.
Are you nervous?
Not at the moment. I get nervous like on Saturday, I'm sure.
And the
I'll have a lot
pre-show
of-
is like any other pre-show. You just talk about what's about to happen.
Right. Right. It's not dissimilar from like an NFL pregame
Right.
show. Like it's just a panel. There'll be 4 of us, and there'll be a host of the panel, and we'll be talking about all the matches and stuff that are going to happen,
And what you think's going to happen and the storylines.
Yeah, and what's led to them, and all this stuff.
Like who's one of the matches that's going to happen?
Well, there's a big Roman Reigns Kevin Owens match for the Universal Championship.
You know, those guys are heavyweights?
Well, they don't have weight classes in WWE.
I'd probably say
anymore.
I'd love to be there with you if you can get me in. The Jim and Sam team, right?
What do you? No,
Well, I mean, I'd love to be a part of it.
I guess, but I just like I've spent 10 years, like kind of more
I'll have
than
to think
10 years
I'll
at this
just-
point, like
just
12
give me some of
years.
the names so I could just brush up.
No, I'm not gonna. It's not that type of a thing. I've spent 12 years working towards this. You can't be like, let me know what's happening, and I'll let you know what I
I'll
think.
follow
as well.
your lead.
No, I don't need.
Who do you think's going to win that match?
I think it'll probably be Roman Reigns.
I don't know. I mean, it can go either way.
Based on what?
Just the fact that you never know what's going to happen. I mean, Roman Reigns could pull something. Could be a problem.
And what's the name of the other fighter?
I'm not helping you. Kevin Owens.
Very good. You looked.
Saw the Google.
Yeah. Owen or Owens?
Owens.
Yeah, Kevin Owens.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they've had some matches before.
No, that's true. This isn't their first time in the ring together.
Yeah, it's going to be a bloody one.
Would you ask the when you talk about the Universal title? Would you talk about weight classes?
Yeah, I'd probably say, what's his record?
Yeah, can you imagine if they were like, well, Kevin Owens is 119 and 243, like the
Yeah.
just trying to do it like UFC.
So you'll talk to these 3 other people, and you guys will just kind of go over the matches and what you think's going to happen.
Yeah,
How long's the wrestling pre-show?
it's an hour.
Oh, that's a good one.
So they'll do like, they'll do pre-show, they'll do an interview, there'll be a match on it, there'll be a whole bunch of stuff happening, and they'll have a panel with me and their host Renee and Booker T, who you might know Booker T. And then
Is he a black guy?
Yeah,
We've had him in, right?
I think so. And then last month at the last pay-per-view, they had like a rotating seat at the end that they brought in 2 or 3 people throughout the show. So I guess they might do that. I don't know for sure. But
I remember Booker T. So how did you get this job?
well, they called me and asked. They said they wanted somebody that has a fan perspective to come in and do the pre-show. And so they have me. They have another guy because they've split the roster. So Raw and SmackDown are 2 separate rosters, and they do separate pay-per-views as well. So
Is it always like that?
No. I mean, it has been and it hasn't been. It wasn't before. But like the last pay-per-view, they brought in this guy, Peter Rosenberg, who's on Hot 97. And he did, he sat on the panel.
How was he?
He was good. He was really good. And I've known him forever. Like I'm glad he got the gig. And then they're bringing in me for this pay-per-view.
Which one are you doing?
The pay-per-view.
SmackDown or Raw?
This is a Raw pay-per-view.
Which is better?
I mean, I prefer Raw because I'm on it. I guess Raw is
Is there no difference really?
no, it's preference.
Okay.
I mean, Raw is a bigger show, but you know,
What's that?
Raw is War, right?
He said Raw is War. Yeah, but yeah, it's just a matter of preference.
Oh.
They're both equally billed.
Okay, that's great. Are you qualified to do the SmackDown one as well?
I could probably put together an opinion based on the SmackDown roster. That's been the best part about getting the gig, especially this week, is this week, already Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, that's it. There's been 7 hours of WWE TV. No. Yeah, 7 hours.
How much of it have you seen?
All of it. And I look, and Jess is like last night before she got home from work. It's the afternoon. And she's like, oh, I'm excited because tonight, we'll get to watch something I want to watch on TV because it's Wednesday.
Oh, poor Jess.
And I go, well, Jess, you might not have remembered. Tribute to the Troops special is on tonight. So it's a wrestling night again. And since I got the gig on Sunday, it's for work. What do you want me to do?
Oh, she must hate it.
So Monday.
Do you have 2 TVs?
We do, but one's in the bedroom, one's in the living room. So she doesn't want to go into the bedroom.
Fair enough.
And watch TV.
Why don't you watch in the bedroom?
I like the sofa, and
it's your pregnant wife.
She's fine with it, though.
Let her watch whatever she wants in the. Has she had to watch a lot of wrestling with you?
Quite a bit, yeah, yeah. This week, Monday it was on from 8 to 11. Tuesday it was on from 8 to 10, and then last night it was on from 8 to 10 as well.
Do you get bored?
Me?
Yeah.
Not yet. I haven't yet. It's only been 33 years, though, so I don't know. I don't know going forward. But so far, I have not gotten bored.
I'm amazed. There's nothing I like really nothing. I love UFC. I can't watch every single moment of every single embedded. I mean, your dedication to it is great.
Look.
There's probably no one in wrestling more dedicated to it than you.
I can't imagine how you could be more dedicated. But
maybe the wrestlers.
Well, the wrestlers, who are giving up their bodies.
Yeah.
You ever see that It's Still Real to Me clip?
But, last night, you could say, okay, I did Monday and Tuesday. I'm not going to watch Wednesday. Okay, don't watch Tribute to the Troops. Don't find out who the #1 contender is for the tag team titles. And don't see the Shield reunite backstage. Okay.
Do you write stuff down?
Do I make notes of it?
Yeah.
Sometimes for my podcast.
Now you might have to. Oh, they probably heard your podcast.
I'm sure that they have.
Is it? What's the name of your podcast?
Sam Roberts Wrestling Podcast.
Okay, so people listen to that?
Yeah, it's very popular.
Oh, cool.
Yes.
Can't you just read a recap?
I mean, I guess I could, but it'd be a little bit hard to come up with any type of analysis just based on, like, The Miz won his match.
Yeah, you can watch the clips.
just kind of watch the highlights. I don't think that people would enjoy, like, there are fans that watch a lot of wrestling. If they found out the podcast that they're listening to for an informed opinion is just watching clips and reading recaps, then I don't think that there would be a lot of integrity in that.
Do they ever tell you don't know what you're talking about?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, there's a lot of people on the internet that think I don't know what I'm talking about. And for the longest time, they thought, because I'm very positive about WWE on the podcast, because I like WWE, they've thought that, like, I was on the payroll forever. Like, they were like, he's just a shill for WWE.
That's right.
And I was like, well, good. I put that out there into the universe then. Now I actually am. So.
Will you shill for them?
Will I?
Yeah.
If asked, I don't consider it shilling for them. I just like,
yeah, sure.
Like, I started doing a wrestling podcast because I like wrestling. So I'm not going to go in there and be like, this sucks. Like, I'm just not going to do a podcast then.
Yeah, you watch every single ounce of it.
I watch all of it.
I never understood the people who would say that because it's like, why would you do a podcast about something you don't like?
Right. I'm not even going to watch it. I watched 7 hours of it tonight, this week.
Yeah, like, obviously you like it. That's why you want to talk about it.
Exactly. Like, I don't do a Walking Dead podcast because the show infuriates me.
I'd say the last couple ones have been good, though.
They were good, but it was also
good.
It was all they didn't need to be 90 minutes. And
were they both 90 minutes?
Yeah,
that's just for commercials.
And it was like, it's still at the end of the day, it was only like 2 things happening.
Nothing happened.
It was just they really stretch it out. Like a lot of TV shows, they'll give you the gist of what happened, and like it's fast paced and blah blah blah. On Walking Dead, you fucking know what Rick had for lunch. You know what I mean?
Well, you know what Carl had for dinner.
Oh, yeah.
Literally.
Oh, yeah, you do. Like
because he ate it with him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I fed him spaghetti.
Yeah.
Pass the rolls, please.
In fairness, though, I can watch like an hour and a half of Negan, no problem.
He's growing. I didn't like him at first, but I like him now.
He's great.
I do like that, yeah. Oh, I just got a text from Jess. She's complaining.
Cool.
I'd forgotten.
She sent it to the wrong person. She said the movers are here. To her mother. She meant to send it to you by mistake.
I had forgotten. You know, I said we watched 7 hours of wrestling on TV this week.
Yep.
On Sunday night, we went to a WWE show live.
Where?
So that in White Plains. So that was 2.5 hours too. And I guess Sunday's technically this week. So we're at about 10 hours of
straight days.
Yeah, of original programming. That's right. Sunday night, we were at the live show until like 10:30 at night. And then Monday we watched, and Tuesday we watched, and Wednesday we watched, yeah.
What about tonight?
There's no, like...
So what do you do tonight?
I'll probably... See, I could pull the, like, I need to rewatch some stuff that happened on Raw just to get sharp for the weekend.
You rewatch it?
Well, if I'm going to do a panel show, I will. But You know what we'll watch tonight? Total Divas. That's what there's your compromise. That's E's reality show that the Bellas are on about the wrestling women. Yeah, they go backstage and wrestling and stuff. It's great.
Is it a compromise, or do you just think it's a compromise?
She likes the Divas. You know, she likes to see what the girls are up to. Yeah. I always watch her tune out, though, because sometimes they go wrestling heavy on the reality show.
Yep.
And, like, I can see her kind of lose interest quickly because the whole reality show that week will be based on wrestling. And then the next week, they'll be like, oh, the Bellas are going to some stupid vineyard or something. And
I can't wait until your kid is crying while wrestling's on.
I'll be like, Jess, you got to take care of this kid.
Can't. You have to pause it.
I guess I'll pause it then. I guess I'll pause it because, like, I need to for work. I do the podcast. I do other stuff. Like, got to watch wrestling. It's work.
What if the kid's sick one day? Like, he's vomiting and stuff. You got to go grab him.
I have to.
But it's in the middle of the new Hulkamaniac match or whatever the fuck is happening.
I don't know if there's going to be a new Hulkamaniac match.
Yeah, sure.
You mean it's another heated battle between Roman Reigns and Kevin Owens?
Yeah.
I'll pause it, I guess, and have to. I mean, you got to take care of your kid, right?
That's enthusiasm.
Yeah, no, I'll take care of him. I'll make sure everything's good. Hopefully, Jess will finish whatever she's doing, and I'll be like, okay, Jess, you got to take care of this.
What if she's away? What if she wants to go away for a girls' weekend?
Well, you could take the kid on a girls' weekend.
No kids.
I don't want that.
Sam and Bran muffins have to watch the baby while Jess is away with a girls' weekend.
You know what we might do then? Be like, oh, who wants to see Grandma and Grandpa? Yay! And then I'll be like, all right, Mom, Dad, you take...
Do you think your mom will help take care of the baby?
I think so, yeah. I don't think she's going to mind.
No?
She already asked Jess if she could sit outside the hospital the whole time she's in labor. Like, she said, I'm fine being in the waiting room. Jess is like, I don't want the room full of people. And my mom was like, that's fine. I just want to be there as much as you want me there. So, yeah, I think she'll be just fine.
So you say your mom's going to be codependent while this is happening?
I don't think codependent. I think just to help, Jim.
Anything that comes out of Sam's balls is good.
She's actually got a T-shirt that says that. That's weird. No, I found that quote on a bookmark in her diary. It's so strange.
And and somebody asked too. We got to cover this too.
What?
You probably forgot to mention me being the Godfather. Were you going to ask me that?
No, I mean, I'm not.
I haven't gotten asked yet, so I was assuming.
Right. You just assumed I'd forgotten.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, you usually don't do that until after the baby's born, and we're not overly religious.
Okay, so I'm just saying. I'll probably do it if you want.
Okay. Well, we'll see. You could,
Sure.
There's lots of roles for lots of people, so there's no reason to.
Yeah. But in that one, I think I want to put dibs in for that one.
Yeah. I don't know that that's one of the things that we'll do dibs for.
Why?
We'll just see what happens.
What's he going to use?
When there's actually like a lot of people in our lives that we would probably use before
brother.
Yeah, that would be one. Like they're
burden him.
They're family members. There's friends we've known for years. There's all kinds of people.
Give them other roles. I'll take that one.
Someone you would actually want to like raise your kid in the event of your death.
Yeah.
I'm not doing that.
Well, that's what it is.
That's what a Godfather does.
No. Just kind of you go for the ritual, and the kid calls you Godfather.
Hey, Godfather.
It's my Godfather.
Yeah, I guess we would probably pick somebody who hasn't spent a lot of time over the last several years doing a pedophile impression.
Well, that's okay to because it's not my inclination in real life. Like I typically don't like kids.
No, I know
in any way, shape, or form.
I know that that's not your inclination. But I also know that you have a habit of slipping into characters at sometimes inappropriate times. So that's more what I would be.
So you're afraid that there may be a time when the family's over and the kid's getting changed, and then from the corner of the room you hear, yay!
Right. And they're like, who is he? Who just cheered while the baby's getting changed? And I would have to say, he's the boy's godfather.
Yeah, it's Paul Hargis.
He's Paul Hargis. He's the alter ego of the boy's godfather. Yeah, I don't know that.
Yeah, I've been the Godfather. They took the title away.
Why
lost it?
Yeah, anybody that's lost the title of Godfather, I don't know that I would want. I don't know that I would want involved.
Yeah, just let me know when the ceremony and stuff is.
Okay, we probably won't. We probably won't do a ceremony. We're not.
No.
Yeah, we're not religious.
Yeah,
so
your parents will like it.
That's not. Yeah,
it'll make them proud.
That's fine, but it's not their kid, and they would probably also question me.
No, they'd get it.
I
They're going to probably push you in that direction. They'll nudge you in this direction.
It's like Jim's going to be the Godfather.
Yeah, logical.
And they'd go, how long have you been doing a show with Jim? And I go, 4 months. Why? They go.
But the mother would go, yeah, but he knows him for a long time. No.
You think my mom would?
Oh, she
would support you.
Yeah.
She did say at Thanksgiving that she was sad that you hadn't come over because she had a special cookie just for you.
Yeah, I was trying to.
So I was like, I don't want to talk about. No.
Torn out from the root.
Yeah, no, I don't want to. I don't want my mom making references to that cookie. It's disgusting. It's really, really gross.
No.
But yeah. Yeah. So that's what I'll be doing on
Sunday night.
On Sunday night. I'm very excited about it.
Yeah, you should be.
Yeah.
That's a really good gig, man.
Yeah. Just hope. I was like, yeah, I mean, you know how I'm the same way you are. Like, I hadn't gotten my travel confirmed. So I was convinced that they had changed their mind.
Yeah.
And especially after I announced it. Because they told me you can announce it on Wednesday. That's what I did yesterday. So, but I hadn't gotten travel confirmed. So I was like, yeah, well, they'll probably change their mind then. They'll probably change their mind. They'll probably change their mind. Thank God I got the travel email yesterday.
That's great.
Yeah.
You're flying. What time are you flying?
Saturday afternoon.
And are you in the front of the plane or the back of the plane?
I don't know. I didn't look.
What?
It's just a flight to Pittsburgh. Who cares?
You flying coach?
I have no idea. I don't even know if there is first class to Pittsburgh. I don't think there is.
On certain planes there might be. Oh, yeah.
Who needs first class to Pittsburgh?
I was just curious.
Yeah, no, I don't. I have no idea. I mean, they're
sometimes it's in the contract.
They're taking very good care of me. They don't. WWE is not a chintzy organization.
No,
no.
A lot of cake.
I do. I was thinking, honestly, I'll tell you the truth. I was watching wrestling last night, and I was going, how could I just worm in a little cake for the chipper reference on the show?
I think you should.
Like if I was like, I don't know, the winner of this match, it's not just about the title, it's about the money too. I don't know who's going to be walking out with more cake for the chipper. Am I right, guys?
Yeah, how about a little cake for the chipper? Fucking plates will go nuts.
You think so? Everybody would know what I was talking about?
Yep.
Nobody would be confused?
Nope.
Oh.
Cake for the chipper.
Cake for the chipper.
You know how happy it made me if you got fired for saying that?
Yeah, Sam, we really like you, and we've liked you for a long time.
Cake for the chipper?
We just don't know Vince didn't know what you were talking about when you said that. He doesn't want you on the show.
So you know Vince had to approve this?
Yeah.
He had to.
Yeah, and I know that I heard that at the last show when Peter Rosenberg went down to do it, that Triple H had mentioned that he knew that I was doing the next one. So it's very exciting.
You think you're happy?
Yeah.
That Hunter wants you to be a part of it?
Hunter's, he's at least okay with it.
Will he be there?
Yeah. I'm sure that Vince and Hunter will both be. I would think they'll both be there. I don't know if I'll talk to him.
Are you going to shave?
No, I figured I'd just have a nice stubble.
No, you should be shaved.
You think so?
Yep.
I figured I'd look a little more manly, a little masculine.
No, you should be shaved.
Okay, no, I'll shave.
You should shave and have your hair like it is in your little suit. People are like, what is this creature?
I don't want people to have that reaction.
Yeah, who is this weird thing talking to us?
Yeah.
But it'll be intriguing. You should dye your hair red like a clown.
You think so?
Clown red.
I really will look like Pennywise at that point. Just little puffs on either side.
Yeah, that should be your joke. Pennywise, pound foolish. And then you wink at the camera.
Right. Speaking of pennies, a little cake for the chipper tonight, am I right?
Yeah.
Booker T. It's like, no.
Yeah, that'd be the big WWE thing.
Yeah. Travis was joking with me this morning before the show that if I knew that this was definitely a one and done and they were finished after this, how funny it would be if I just went in and sabotaged the whole thing with show references and inappropriate comments.
You mean asking some asshole to wear Yeezys on a major special?
Yeah. Well, yeah, exactly. We know you're finished after this one, Jim.
Wait, is she still dating? Is Noelle still dating that clown?
Noelle Foley?
Yep.
Yeah, she's dating Frank the Clown.
Okay.
Yep. Yep, you were there. You met them together
nice. Very nice.
At the Samiversary show.
I don't remember what that was.
Over the summer.
Wow.
I'm just excited for next October for the Jim and Samiversary show.
Holy shit.
Noelle, you like our Instagram? We're looking at Noelle Foley's Instagram, Mick Foley's daughter.
She's amazing.
Yeah, she's a good-looking girl.
Do you know how I would literally get involved with Santa? And that
with who?
That dumb Santa Claus thing.
Remember when Mick Foley was in here and you kept saying Santa. And he kept responding to it?
Yeah. Mick would really hate that if I dated his daughter. She would hate it too.
Why do you think she would hate it?
I'm just older and creepy and not in good enough shape.
She likes to eat pizza.
Oh, I would enjoy that.
Yeah, but you'd be like she's young and likes to have fun and isn't too worried about diet right now because her metabolism is good. She doesn't want to go out with you and have fucking...
How many followers on Instagram?
I think over 200.
Yeah.
480,000.
She's
480,000.
Yeah, she's stunning.
Yeah. I don't have that many followers on Instagram.
No, you don't.
No. My God. You see what do you think of the bikini shots? Do you wish there were less?
It's just...
It's ridiculous,
There's not even
isn't it?
any comment to make on it other than it's just, she's stunning.
Yeah. She left a comment on my Instagram congratulating me.
That's great.
That's right. She's very nice.
Wow. Her boyfriend was nice, too. He wasn't a dick.
Frank the Clown?
Yeah, he was a nice dude.
He's pretty happy to be there, I think.
I don't blame him.
Yeah, I would be, too. I would
you.
be, too.
How is it outside, D-Bag?
Chilly.
Chilly. It's like in the 20s, right?
Yeah, it's not brutal, though.
Good for you, D-Bag. Way to have a good attitude about the whole thing. Wow. Noel Foley.
We're just looking at Noel Foley.
I know, it's distracting.
Holy shit. Holy mackerel.
You think she's a good-looking girl?
I would literally I'd probably marry her like immediately and then just have Mick as my father-in-law. It would really bother Mick, though.
I'd be pretty jealous about that.
Because I'm a lot older.
I'd be like, Jim, you want to go over to your families for dinner tonight?
No, that Christmas shit's got to stop.
Taking shit out of the Christmas room?
Yeah.
You don't think Mick's got to be bothered on some level? Like, you want your daughter to be successful and you want your daughter to be pretty. I don't think anybody wants their daughter to be that hot.
I don't know, because she seems like, nah, you want your daughter to be stunning. You do, because you don't want you want people to go, wow, your daughter's beautiful.
But you know what scumbags are in the wrestling business. Like,
Yeah,
you know who's looking at her photos.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter. He's probably together. Her father's together, so she's probably grew up with it too. She grew up with one of the biggest wrestlers of all time as her father. It's different. It's not like she grew up with a scrub dad. Do you know what I mean? Like a guy on the outside?
Right. Right.
When you grew up with your father being that popular in the wrestling business, you kind of see it from a different, oh my God. I can't even look at these.
And I think based on his status, that's what he told her when she was like, hey, I have a boyfriend. He was like, yeah, well, I don't want no scrubs.
What's that?
It's a song. It's a pretty popular song from
Moderately successful.
late 90s. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, TLC. TLC sang it.
We should take a break.
Just thought it was... Why, so you can go masturbate?
I can't, no, I just want to eat my eggs.
We have a lot going on the show today.
Yeah, we do. We have...
Speaking of women with cleavage...
I also want to talk about this fake Muslim attack when we come back.
There's a lot to talk about.
Really annoyed me.
Speaking of cleavage, Elvira's going to be here. The mistress of the dark.
Yeah. She has a book coming out.
You don't think she's too scary of a guest to have on the show?
Well, that's why she has to be early. Can't do it at night.
No,
a night show would have been too frightening.
Too spooky.
Yeah.
Elvira's coming in. And for those of you that... I read on the internet last night that Elvira at one point said that she lost her virginity to Tom Jones and had to get stitches in her vagina.
I heard Tom Jones has a huge cock.
That's probably where the stitches came from.
Yeah, I would guess so.
It also says
I swear to God, I thought it was Tommy Lee Jones when you first said it before.
He's probably got a big one, too. It also said that she dated Elvis when she was a teenager. Elvira did.
How awesome is that?
Yeah, I want to ask her about that. And Jeff Ross is coming in today, the Roast Master General.
What's he promoting? I haven't seen Jeff in a while. He's doing gig. He's doing Caroline's tonight through Sunday.
And the second season of Roast Battle is next month.
That's right.
That's going to be very, very fun.
Yeah, I was a judge.
Is that right?
On one of them, yeah.
That's very, very exciting.
I was having a text argument with somebody while it was happening.
Were you?
I'm such a psychopath.
While you were filming the TV show?
Not in the moment, no, but I mean the same night.
Oh. Who were you arguing with?
Just a young lady.
What were you guys arguing about?
Something similar to what we had the falling out over.
What would you have a falling out over?
Her thinking it's one thing and it being another.
Oh, was it the one that you were talking about before?
Yeah.
The I'm ready to talk to you again girl?
Yeah.
You like a narcissistic girl. You like a woman who's...
I work with one.
Well, yeah, we'll talk about the fake Muslim attack. And also, did you see the video that all the celebrities put out trying to get the Electoral College not to vote Trump in?
No, a bunch of celebrities. I'm surprised.
Are you?
Yeah, Hollywood is usually more unpredictable than that politically.
Yeah, well, we'll watch it together.
Oh, I can't wait to see it.
It's going to be very, very exciting.
And I'm going to be in the Tarrytown New Year's Eve, the music hall. I'm very psyched.
Vinny in Whitehall has a great question.
Let's talk to Vinnykins.
Vinny.
Good morning, gentlemen.
What's up, buddy?
I have to ask one thing. You're going on about how you got 3 hours of wrestling on Monday, you got 2 on Tuesday. When do you fit in NXT and 205 Live on
That's
the
true.
WWE Network?
Those are 2 other wrestling shows the WWE puts on every week on their network.
I was in a quandary last night. I had to watch NXT Live.
See,
and then
I watch those.
Catch up on.
I watch those in the afternoon. If it's on the network and it's on demand, I just watch it in the afternoon. No problem. No problem. That way, I don't have to take TV time away from Jess and get in trouble. Tony in Cleveland.
Sam Roberts and Jim Norton.
Hi, Tony.
How are you babes doing this morning?
I had a boy.
Hey, I wanted to see if Sammy had seen the video. Apparently, a former WWE guy beat the shit out of a dude that tried to rob him at gunpoint at a gas station. There's a security video of it.
Yeah, I saw
this. Either wrestling and face smashing all together into one happy little video.
Sure. I wish people would talk about this as much as they talk about when wrestlers die. An old wrestler, he was in the WWE, he was a member of Crime Time.
What was his name? How ironic.
Yeah, I think it was Shad from Crime Time.
Do you remember who he was?
Yeah, I remember Crime Time well. They were a very controversial tag team.
Wasn't it C-R-Y-M-E?
Yes.
C-R-Y-M-E-T-Y-M-E.
Oh, it's crimey.
It's Crime Time, and they would go, and they were 2 like black dudes who had cornrows and baggy pants and everything, and they would steal shit from their opponents. But people loved them. People loved him, and yeah, he was getting robbed. I guess there was an armed robbery in this gas station.
It was Crime Time. Fucking think about it.
No, I got
You'll
it.
get it on the way home.
It's super literal. But there was an armed robbery at a gas station in Coral Springs in Florida, and he just decided this is a big fucking dude. He's probably like 6'8", something like that. 6'7".
Was he the guy they were robbing?
I don't know if they were robbing him or they were robbing the store.
The guy showed him a gun and asked him to buy him a beer, and the Shad, I guess his name.
Yeah, that's right.
Shad refused and then dragged him out of the store.
He did?
Mm-hmm.
Good. He took matters
the gun
into his
away
own.
from him and then carried him out of the store.
How humiliating.
Oh, why would you do that? Why would you pick a giant of a man to try to get what you want? You know what I mean? Why would you pick that guy?
He's 6'6", 285 pounds.
6'6", 285. That's one of those guys that you just, wow.
Look at how fucking big he is. Did you see it? He just almost knocked his head off. That's what a real clothesline looks like. Oh, he just knocked him straight down on the pavement. And he took his gun away from him.
He took his gun away from him before that, then carried him outside, and then...
Yeah, he just dragged him out by his head. You can see the way he's like holding his head, that he just dragged him out by his head and then knocked him on the ground.
Wow. Let's see.
He's the fucking man. Yeah, sure.
Let's hear.
He reaches and grabs what's called a gun. So he puts the gun back into his waist belt, and he goes, "You need to get out of here, man, because I'm about to rob this place."
So he tells him.
I grab him by the back of the head, and I run him.
Wait, did he ask him to buy him a beer?
Yeah.
And when I run to the store door, I get him outside, I grab him the rear choke, and I throw him up, and I get him on the ground.
If somebody showed you a gun, Jim,
I just did what came natural, and I wasn't trying to be a hero.
That guy, can you show me the beginning again? So the guy said, buy me a beer, and he wouldn't.
He stopped at a gas station to buy a drink when, yes, Jason Felix, 35, demanded he buy him a beer.
Sure. And he reaches and grabs what's called a gun. So he puts the gun back into his waist belt, and he goes, "You need to get out of here, man, because I'm about to rob you."
Here's what happened. He tried to get this guy to buy him a beer.
Mm-hmm.
He realized that the look on the wrestler's face wasn't a look of, oh no, I better do it. And he realized he had a problem on his hand. And then he was like, okay, you better get out of here, because I'm about to rob that. He was just trying to get rid of the wrestler.
Yeah.
Because I think he realized in that moment, I'm going to have to shoot this guy.
Right. So you leave, because I'm going to rob the place.
Just to get rid of him and save face. Like, buy me a beer and then put the gun back, like the guy would buy him a beer. But when he saw the guy not backing off, he's like, okay, I have 2 choices. I can kill him or get him out of here. And he didn't want to shoot him.
If somebody showed you a gun and
buy
said,
him a beer. I'd offer him a beer.
What if they said, get out of here, I'm about to rob this place?
All right, cool. Just tell my wife to come out when you're done. I'd leave my girl in there.
Yeah, isn't that amazing? I wish that I had enough physical strength to have those kind of instincts where I was just like, fuck you and your gun.
Yeah.
Slap it out of his hand and then just get him in a choke and drag him out of the store.
He's a big dude.
He is a big motherfucker.
You need to get out of here. I'm about to rob this place. No one says that.
If they're actually going to do it, you mean?
Meaning you don't do that before a robbery. You don't send people out so they can go call the police.
No, but you know that, like, this guy's a problem.
He's a major problem, and he was not backing off when you showed your gun, so you got to shoot him.
Right,
Look at the size of this dude.
6'6".
Yeah. He doesn't fuck around. He's not scared of me.
And you're afraid that you might shoot him and just make him kill you.
Right. Yeah, because if you shoot this guy and you miss, or you hit him in the leg or something, you're in fucking trouble.
Yeah, unless you got a Desert Eagle, which will tear through him.
Why wouldn't you just wait? Just
because he wanted this guy to buy him a beer. That was all it was. He wanted this guy. He didn't want to really rob the place. He wanted. He's probably drunk and he wanted booze.
Yeah.
And this fucking guy didn't do it, and then he tries to find a way to get rid of the guy.
Talk about your all-time backfires.
Crazy. Dragged him out by his head and body slammed him.
Yeah, he did. And you can see him in the parking lot. He really, like, just slammed him straight down to the ground.
How embarrassing to get your gun taken.
And now he's a hero. Now he's a hero. And good for him, man.
Yeah.
Good for him. I wouldn't have been that ballsy.
I'd love to interview this guy. Let's get him on the phone.
I would have, right now?
Well, in a little while.
I would have retreated. I would have retreated immediately.
I wouldn't have done it with a guy that large. You just can't, even if you got a gun, if you got to shoot a guy, you know, you're going to kill him even if he's big, but.
Yeah, no way. You wait.
He may have a little 22. It may not be a big gun. It's probably not a 9mm.
You wait until a guy like Shad leaves the store. And then you go about what you were going to do before.
Yep.
But
grabbed him by the neck and body slammed him. He's like, that guy's lucky he didn't kill him.
Can you imagine?
He had to throw him through a window.
Like getting ready to do this and then realizing it's not going to happen. The gun is now out of your possession.
Oh, and he's got you by the head.
You're being dragged out of the store by a giant who's squeezing your head.
I would do my Popeye impression.
How so?
This is embarrassing.
Why would you do that?
I just would say it. You don't like my Popeye impression?
No. Why would you do that in that scenario?
It's funny.
It is?
You don't like it?
You just wanted to lighten the mood? That's how you would do it?
Yeah.
That's terrible.
Yeah.
All right, we'll take a break.
I'll do my Joker when we get back.
Please don't.
Yeah.
Please don't do the Joker when you get back.
Why?
Because Adrian, it bothers him a lot.
No, it doesn't.
You know how much it bothers Adrian.
He's kidding.
Is he?
He's playing along. He knows it's good.
It's just so villainous of you to do it and make Adrian feel that way. He started shaking again. Travis Dog, you like the Joker impression?
I like it less than the Popeye impression.
Yeah, you don't have a which impression of Jim's do you like most. You have a which impression of Jim's do you like least.
Correct.
I get you for that.
I don't even know what that means.
Yeah. He never said that. I'll get you for that.
Yeah, you're not the witch from Wizard of Oz.
That's a Wizard of Oz reference.
Yeah.
Why would the Joker say that? I'll get, and your little dog too? Is that a Joker line?
No, it's Wizard of Oz.
Oh.
Let's go.
All right, we'll be back. It's Jim Norton and Sam Roberts. That's Jim Norton's terrible Joker impression.
What is this?
We've used this rejoiner like 150,000 times.
But what is it?
I don't think it's that many.
No.
Vaccines.
I want to hear this Electro College video.
So, Unite for America is putting out, and by the way, we'll have Jeff Ross in here in a little bit, but...
Is he here?
He's not here yet, no.
Wow, is that getting a lot of dislikes?
Thank God it got dislikes. It's so out of touch. That's the feeling that I got while I was watching it. It is so far out of touch and so against what the country is supposed to be based on. This Unity for America group, YouTube channel, whatever it is, brought together a bunch of celebrities.
Unity for America. Ugh.
Yeah. Some of them I don't know who they are. A lot of them are pretty famous, but some of them I don't know who they are. Yeah, some of them are nobodies, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. But they are all coming together because they can't accept that what they thought was going to happen, nay, what they thought should have happened, didn't happen.
And I get why they're annoyed, because she won the popular vote.
Yeah, but that's like...
I get it.
That's fine, but that happens. That's the way the system is set up.
That's right.
Nothing was done out of the ordinary.
Nope.
Donald Trump campaigned and ran his campaign in a way that he was strategically trying to get certain states and certain number of votes in certain areas so that he could win the Electoral College, because that's how you win the election. It was Donald Trump's strategy from the beginning. By the way, that's the exact same strategy that Hillary Clinton used. Hillary Clinton was not trying to win the popular vote. Hillary Clinton was trying to win the Electoral College vote.
She was.
Because anybody that is running for president knows that that's how you win. Hillary Clinton failed at winning the system that's been around forever, that she knew was the system. This wasn't a surprise or a shock. So they've come forward now, and they're putting this video together, trying to plead with members of the Electoral College, the electors, as it were, to not vote for Donald Trump, to vote against
Trump, right, for Hillary,
to vote against what the people wanted. Because that's the way it's supposed to work. Like the Electoral College is just supposed to match what the people voted for
in that state,
in that city, whatever they're representing.
All right, let's see it. I saw Martin Sheen. I like Martin Sheen.
You do like Martin Sheen?
I love Martin.
Yeah, this is good.
It's the nicest celebrity I've ever met.
American members of the Electoral College, this message is for you. As you know, our founding fathers built the Electoral College to safeguard the American people from the dangers of a demagogue and to ensure that the presidency only goes to someone who is to an eminent degree endowed with the requisite qualifications.
An eminent degree.
That's the lady from Will and Grace.
Someone who is highly qualified for the job.
Cool.
The Electoral College.
It's the guy from Babe.
I interviewed him. I love him. He was on All in the Family.
Candidate from becoming president.
There are 530 members.
That's the Asian guy from Oz.
Oh.
You and just 36 other conscientious
Noah Wiley
can make a difference.
By voting your conscience.
Who's that?
On December
I don't know.
19th.
Jada Pinkett Smith.
And thereby shaping
Who's that?
the future of
that's Bob Odenkirk.
Bob Odenkirk. What are you doing?
To vote for Hillary Clinton.
Who's that?
Tina Yothers?
I'm not asking you to vote for Hillary Clinton.
Who's that?
I'm not asking you to vote for
No,
Hillary.
it's stupid Moby.
As you know, the Constitution gives
You get stomped by Opie.
Who's that?
any eligible person.
Any eligible
Martin
person,
Sheen.
no matter which party they belong to.
But it should certainly
Who's
be
that?
someone you consider
Grace.
especially competent.
Especially competent.
Oh, who is that?
Oh.
Is that that's that tiger
Hold
woman,
on,
right?
pause that.
Isn't that cat lady?
That's it's funny on Twitter. Anthony called her Trout Lips Houlihan instead of Hot Lips. Yeah, she looks good. I mean, for how old is she? I'm gonna guess. She's
Is that really who she is?
That's her. Yes, her name. Margaret Houlihan is her TV name. Her real name is Loretta Swift. Swit. I'm gonna guess it's.
Oh my God!
I'm gonna guess she's 76.
That really is quite a drop off. She's 79.
Wow, she doesn't look bad for fucking 80.
Yeah, but that's
I don't care. It's a wig and Trout Lips. I'd still fuck that. I'd fuck her mouth.
That's a major.
I'd fuck her in the mouth.
That's a major celebrity drop off.
Now, Loretta Swit was a big one at one point.
Not today.
No.
To go from Martin Sheen to Hot Lips Houlihan.
Loretta Swit. She was like a sex symbol in the 70s because she looked good in her fucking uniform.
She still kind of is, right?
Look, I mean, look, for fucking 80.
Yeah, but there's something. She's not a graceful 80.
She's
know what
an
I mean?
amazingly graceful 80.
No, she's not an amazingly graceful lady because she's trying to look much younger.
Stick my prick right in her throat.
It's Morgan Fairchild.
I know it is. It's a block chip.
That's right.
Oh, my God. Let me see Hot Lips Houlihan.
It's from the 70s.
She was so good in the fucking show, too.
Well, now she's trying to get electors to not vote for Trump.
I know. You're not voting for Hillary.
Don't.
That would they surprise. That's important. Let's get that out there. You're not voting for Hillary.
Look, she's not aging gracefully because she wants to be much younger than she is.
We all do.
I guess we all do, but we don't like.
Oof.
She's got a lot of plastic surgeries, you know.
No, I don't believe that.
No?
No, her lips look good. Frida Payne.
Frida Payne is the other woman in this video that we didn't know who she was.
Cool. Let's see.
Okay. By voting your conscience,
that's that guy.
You and other brave Republican electors can give the House of Representatives the option to select a qualified candidate for the presidency.
I stand with you.
That's where we've gotten
I
to.
stand with you.
That we want.
I stand with you.
We want to give it to what do you say? The House of Representatives or something. We want a president selected for us.
Yeah,
that's what they're saying. That no more voting. We want them to select somebody for us.
We don't like the choice that got made in the system that we were okay with up until it happened.
Right. And
Shut up.
Do you remember?
Everyone except Martin Sheen. I like Bob Odenkirk. So I dig Bob and
they're
I like
wrong
Martin.
on this.
No, they're not.
They're very wrong
He's
on
in
this.
Apocalypse Now.
I know when he was in I know what he was in.
Shit.
He's Bud's dad in Wall Street. I know.
Yeah, how great was he in that? I don't judge a man by the size of his wallet.
Yeah.
When he yells that.
I remember that. It was a little over the top.
Oh, no, it wasn't. It was perfect.
I remember. It's a great movie.
It wasn't over the top. It was perfectly acted that moment. He got angry at his son.
He did great in that movie.
Oh, was he good?
But guess what he wasn't good at? Actually, being a dad.
Sure he was. Emilio Estevez is great.
We don't know if Emilio Estevez is great or not.
Yes, we do. Jonathan's one of his best friends. He has a wonderful life.
We just know in comparison to Charlie Sheen, he's probably doing a little better.
Do you know Martin's real name is Martin Estevez?
Yeah, I guess I did know that.
So good for Martin Sheen making this video.
This is terrible.
I love Martin Sheen.
Do you remember the shit that Donald Trump took just for uttering the words, I don't know if I'll take the election results seriously if Hillary wins? Remember when he said that?
The hypocrisy of people who hate Trump is stunning.
It's insane.
But I get why you don't like him, but don't be you're being hypocrites.
Yeah.
It's okay, I guess we're all hypocrites sometimes, but fucking
it's not
stop
okay.
it. I mean, look, everyone is until confronted. As a guy, I'm a hypocrite because I've fucking cheated on girls, but I don't like them cheating on me. I get it.
Yeah,
I'm full of shit.
You're not going on YouTube.
I'd love to. No one would watch me.
That's true. That's the problem.
This has 2,092 likes, almost 19,000 dislikes.
Good. You don't go on YouTube.
Yes, I do.
And say, hey, never cheat.
That's
Cheating
true.
is
You're
wrong.
right.
Don't even dirty text. It's awful. It's
You're
the
right.
worst thing you can do.
Why Mike Farrell? He's very, very liberal.
He's in this video.
Oh, let me see Mike Farrell from Nash.
I stand with you.
Who are you?
I stand with you in
Don't know who that is.
Is that Kurt Metzger?
solidarity with conservatives, independents, and liberals.
And all citizens
she?
of the United States.
Some lady.
The American
Moby.
people trust that your voice
Stopped
speaks
by
for
Obi.
us all.
And that you will make yourself heard through the constitutional responsibility granted to you by Alexander Hamilton himself.
Oh.
What is evident is that Donald Trump lacks more
Oh, that's Mike Farrell.
qualifications to be president.
Let
He
it go.
lacks the necessary
Let it
stability.
go. You lost.
And clearly the respect
All right, I won't yell at him. I like him.
Constitution of our
What's his
great
name? James something?
James Cromwell.
He's awesome.
Yeah, he's great in
Authority.
Babe.
And the
Great
opportunity
interviewer.
to go down in
I
the
had a good
books
time with him.
as an American hero.
who changed the course.
But you know what?
History.
You can be
And
a
you have my
good
respect.
person
You
to
have my
interview, and this video can still be shit.
Well, it is shit, except for Odenkirk, Martin Sheen, and James Cromwell.
You like James Cromwell?
I like Margaret Houlihan, too. I like it.
You like a Hot Lips Houlihan?
I like
in
Mike
this?
Farrell, but no, I'm not going to give him a pass on this. It's fucking annoying.
Hot Lips Houlihan doesn't even. She
Suck her tits.
now.
In 76.
She should
I'd
have.
suck her 1978 tits.
It's audacious
Oh, shit.
for a Hot Lips Houlihan to even be in a video where everybody in it is supposed to be celebrities, let alone to have this opinion.
How about this? You know what would be great?
What?
If they want us to take them seriously, how about every celebrity who cares about Trump?
Yeah.
How about you take out you show me your genitals on film.
Why?
Prove your dedication and show me your genitals.
You just want Bob Odenkirk to take his dick out?
I like Bob Odenkirk. I do like Bob.
You want James Cromwell to take his dick out?
I like James is a great actor. But I do, yeah.
You
show
want,
me your genitals.
What about
show me your genitals. If you're serious, you're committed.
Show me your genitals.
Hey, look. You want the Electoral College.
Your genitalia.
You want the Electoral College to do something that I don't. Maybe they've done it once in history, but to go against what the people in those states voted for.
It's insane.
How about you do something crazy and show your genitals?
It's not too much to ask.
No, it's not.
If
all
you're like-
celebrities, how about, I'm saying this right into camera, all celebrities who want the Electoral College to not go for Trump. How am I saying that wrong? To vote against Trump.
If you are a celebrity and you want the Electoral College to vote against Donald Trump,
take your genitals out. Show me your genitals.
Yeah. Show your genitals.
Why not? You're asking the Electoral College to do something almost unprecedented and outrageous.
It is outrageous.
It's outrageous. So how about you do something outrageous?
Like what?
Show your genitals. Come on.
It makes sense to me.
You want them to get outside their comfort zone. How about you get outside your comfort zone and show your genitals?
Right. Hey, lady from Will and Grace.
Show your genitals.
That's right.
Show your tits.
That's right. Why? The tits are not genitals.
Yeah, but I mean, I would accept breasts. I know women don't want to show their vaginas.
Well, men don't want to show their penises.
I know that, but it's easier for guys to pop his dick out than a woman to lower her slacks.
All you have to
and
do is
hold her legs open.
Look, how about this? Everybody, Because we're not about...
Show me your pubes. How about this? Any celebrity who's against Trump and wants the Electoral College to vote against Trump, show your pubes.
That's right. That's right.
Show me your pubes.
All celebrities that think that the Electoral College should not vote for Trump, even though the votes in their areas went for Trump.
Yep.
Take your pants and your underwear and just pull them down to your ankles.
Pull them down and show me your pubes.
That's right. Every one of them. I think that's fair. Because you're asking...
That's protest. You want to protest? No. How about this?
Tell me.
You want to protest Trump? You want to really put your money where your mouth is instead of making a fucking easy video?
Right.
Turn to the camera, pull down your pants, and open your asshole. And say, Trump is one of these. How about that, celebrities?
That's a little much, probably.
No, it's not.
You don't think so?
No.
Okay.
You want to get a message out.
Right.
How about you open your asshole at the camera and go, Donald Trump, you're one of these.
Where would they show that video?
It doesn't matter. It would go viral.
YouTube can't
Doesn't matter.
show open assholes.
Doesn't matter. Tumblr. Somebody would find a hosting site for it.
You think so?
Yeah. Martin Sheen showing his asshole?
I would watch that.
I'd campaign against Trump for 4 years if celebrities were showing their assholes.
You think so?
In a second.
So you'd rather see their open sphincters than their pubes?
Yeah, why not? Because it ties in.
How?
Hey, Donald, you're one of these.
Assholes for no asshole?
Assholes for no assholes.
Yeah.
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 Absolutely.
Use your asshole to get the asshole out.
That's right. Or how about this? All right,
Tell me, what are you thinking?
We're spitballing.
Because we need to find a proper protest so that we can convince the Electoral College to not vote for Donald Trump.
Because I know celebrities aren't just annoying blowhards. I mean, I know that they're willing to put their hearts into it. So how about this? Stand by a door.
Right.
Right? And then you bend over and you show your asshole.
Right.
And then you message, you go, hey, show this asshole the door.
Right. Okay. Now,
Electoral College, show this asshole the door. There you go. There's your anti-Trump protest. That's how you put your heart into it.
The only problem is that the camera angle would be looking at them or a profile or something you wouldn't see, whereas before your original idea was to show the asshole to the camera.
No, you would do that. What you do is you talk, you go, hi, I'm Jim Norton. And then the door is right next to you, and then you turn around and you open your asshole and you go, show this asshole the door.
And then you point it towards the door.
And everyone would go, my God, these people are dedicated.
Right.
These people mean business.
And you'd understand that they weren't just people who think because they're famous, their opinion means more than everybody else.
Yeah.
Because that's not what celebrities are.
Because they're basically asking the Electoral College.
Yes.
To
alter American history forever.
The entire system is set up for the smaller states to have, and I don't like the Electoral College. I think it sucks. I would, if we didn't have the Electoral College and Hillary won, I would rather see Hillary be president right now and have no Electoral College. I think they stink.
The way the system is set up,
yes.
If the Electoral College votes against Donald Trump, then you have put the entire system of democracy that we have in question.
Yeah.
That's a lot to ask.
Yeah, you're basically asking the Electoral College to override the will of the people in that area who voted that way.
So what would a celebrity be able to do in return for asking that?
Show your asshole on camera.
That's it.
Come on, big shot.
Right.
Show your asshole on, or your pubes.
You could pick?
Yeah.
Because you could probably, I'll bet you'd see the bottom of like if Martin Sheen bent over and showed his sphincter.
I'd campaign against Trump for 4 years.
You'd probably see.
I'd bash Trump every day.
You'd probably see the bottom of his scrotum, hanging there below.
God.
Wouldn't that be great?
I love Marty Sheen, though.
You do?
I love him.
Right.
I know he's very liberal.
Right.
But Martin Sheen doesn't annoy me because Martin Sheen.
Did you like him in fucking Apocalypse Now?
No. I also loved him in The Believers, and I also loved him in Wall Street. I also loved him in The Incident. But Martin Sheen is a guy he's been this guy for fucking 40 years, and he's gotten arrested for causes. This is who he is, and he's for real.
You think James Cromwell still has to spread his cheeks?
Nah, James Cromwell is another old school guy.
Yeah.
He's one of those old school liberals. He played, who was it?
Guy from Babe.
I don't remember Babe.
The farmer in Babe.
He was in. He played Stitch and all in the film. Was his name Stitch or Stretch?
No, the other movie was Babe, Pig in the City. I think he was in that one too.
Oh. And
he played a Nazi doctor on American Horror Story.
That's right.
Yes,
he was great.
But before that, you know what movie he was in?
What?
Babe.
LA Confidential. Dudley Smith.
What was his character's name in Babe?
Farmer Arthur Hoggett.
Farmer Hoggett.
Hoggett.
You don't remember Farmer Hoggett? He came back for Babe, Pig in the City, right?
This video is obnoxious. It's fucking obnoxious.
Isn't it amazing?
Wow.
Isn't it amazing?
Obnoxious.
That people, they don't see the hypocrisy. They think that, and this is a big part of Trump's,
asking the Electoral College because you don't like the guy who won.
They're so convinced that morally their opinion is not an opinion, it's just right.
Yeah, it's fact.
It's fact. The way they feel and the way they think things should go is fact. So, we need to change the entire system because this time their candidate didn't win.
Can you imagine what assholes Republicans would have looked like standing there saying, "Don't Electoral College, don't vote for Barack Obama"? Do you know what fucking assholes you'd sound like doing that?
They'd be looked at, if people did that, they'd be looked at as white supremacists.
Holy shit! Yes.
That's what
Absolutely.
they'd be. Crazy white supremacists who don't believe in democracy. Our system of democracy is how they'd be looked at.
I've never seen such an embarrassing outpouring of "I don't like the results." Enough.
It's crazy.
Fucking stop it.
And it's what we were saying yesterday with people criticizing Trump about not wanting to take briefing meetings every day and not wanting to do this, not wanting to do that. Let the guy get into office before you, understand that he won this election based on our system. And
he did not cheat to win.
No, not even close.
He did not cheat. And by the way, all you guys and look, I like Bernie Sanders a lot. They fucked him in the ass.
Yes.
And you know what he did?
What?
He got in line.
Yeah, he did.
They fucked him in the ass, and he got in line.
Yes, he did.
And again, he's not a bad guy, but at the end of the day, he's one of those guys. He's a very original politician. He's a very sincere guy.
But
he got fucked in the ass, and he got in line. Don't be mad at Trump because Bernie got fucked in the ass and then got in line.
Right, he accepted
and a lot of
it.
Bernie's people got mad.
Yeah.
Because people who voted for Obama voted for Trump.
Yes.
They got fucking so disgusted at the way Bernie got a dick stuck in his ass.
Now, is that literally?
I wish.
It's very possible.
I wish.
It's very possible. But yeah, it's instead of deciding to create this crusade and trying to stop this thing from happening, if these celebrities would take a second to step out of their bubble, out of their Hollywood bubble, their sort of liberal elite bubble, and think about why did this happen? Why did this many people vote? Even if you want to give the argument...
Well, they know the answer because they're racist.
Right.
Everyone's
exactly.
a racist.
Exactly. Are there really that many racist people, or are you out of touch?
There's so many people that don't... And I've had this discussion with people that they just don't understand what part of his appeal was.
Right.
Is that people are so fucking sick of being told that everything they think is racist or sexist or Islamophobic or homophobic or something phobic, that every differing opinion is somehow a sign that they are secretly hateful. And people get so sick of hearing that. And one guy, yeah, he's an obnoxious motherfucker. Is Trump a great guy? No, I'm probably not a great guy. Is he a self-centered asshole? Yeah, he is. Do I think he cares more about the average person than Hillary? No, I don't. I think she is probably a much better for middle-class folks as far as her life experience. And I know Trump supporters will kill me for that. But I'm sorry, I don't think a billionaire gives a fuck more about working people. However, they have no idea why people like Trump. They think they know, but they don't.
I mean, it's little things like Trump going out and saying he's going to bring back saying Merry Christmas. He doesn't say Happy Holidays. He says Merry Christmas. Now, if you look at him on his thank you tour, that he's doing.
Yeah.
I love, by the way, that he's doing Twitter and he's doing live venues and he's doing 0 news shows.
Good.
He'll do one. He might do like Fox News Sunday or something.
He doesn't need them.
No, he doesn't.
He doesn't need them. Like, people get mad at that, but he doesn't need it.
He talks directly to the people now, which I like.
Now all of a sudden you're an asshole if you talk directly to the people.
But look at his sign.
Merry
he made
Christmas.
a big sign. It says right on the front of his podium, Merry Christmas. And I think that's good. Like, that's a good microcosm for the whole thing because that's like the racism argument, right? People are not fighting to say Merry Christmas because they don't like Jews or Muslims or people who celebrate Kwanzaa or anything like that. Like, what people, for the most part, there are some that do, obviously. Sure. But for the most part, people that are just like wanting to say Merry Christmas just want to not have to think before they speak. Want to not have it be offensive that they celebrate Christmas.
That's exactly what it is. It's not that they hate Jews or hate them. You don't want to say it and then be called something for saying it. They get tired of the assumption that they're anti-Islamic or anti-Jewish because they say Merry Christmas.
That's what it is.
And they're tired of people buckling every time they say, "Oh, Happy Holiday." Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to. It's like, stop it. It's just such a fucking. It's such nitpicking and nudging and complaining, and people are just tired of it.
Right.
That's what it's about. It's not about not liking anybody.
It's not about being racist. It's about the accusation of being racist. And like Trump is the first guy that's brought some normalcy back to saying things that he's like this guy that's like, no, that's not, I'm not saying this hatefully.
However, for him to say boycott Starbucks because of the cups, it's an asshole thing.
That's stupid.
Pick your battles, Donald.
That's stupid. That's why he needs that. That's where being on Twitter is not cool.
It's fucking stupid.
Yeah. It's a waste of time.
God. But I'm really getting fed up with it.
I see Stewart_Jerome just tweeted into @Jim and Sam Show. How would the Electoral College be putting democracy at risk by using the power and authority that our democracy...
I didn't say they'd be putting them at risk. I don't think they're putting the democracy at risk. I just think it's hypocritical to ask them when all you talked about before was how Trump was not going to accept the election results. All the press talked about is how he won't accept it. Like what a scumbag he is, because you know he's not going to accept when we win.
Right.
And then all of a sudden he wins, and they're making videos to say the Electoral College override it.
Yeah, and that's the logic that I think I said it would put our system of democracy at risk, because that's the logic that they were using. When Trump came out and said that he may not take, he would have to look at the results before he can confirm that he'll take them seriously.
They couldn't stand him for that.
They couldn't stand it, and it was because they said it would put into question our entire system of democracy, and we can't have people losing faith in our system.
Right.
It's anti-American. So how on earth is taking the way we've elected presidents for the entire time we've been here, to take that and now say we have to change it so that the Electoral College doesn't represent the votes anymore? Like, that is 100% demeaning the system. And if you think anybody's going to be motivated to vote, it's one thing that people get disappointed that the popular vote in the Electoral College doesn't match when they literally see the Electoral College not voting for the people that won in their states. That's when people get fed up and stop voting and lose faith in the country.
Yeah, and so I kind of look. I'm all for if they got rid of the Electoral College for the next election. Fuck them.
That's fine if you establish that.
Get rid of them
way in advance.
But the same people who were bitching that this is what driving me crazy. It's like, you're the guys that were complaining,
right?
And Trump better accept these results because you just assumed you were going to win,
right? Exactly.
Or your person was going to win
because morally you were right and they were wrong.
Yeah, and when it didn't happen that way, and even though I get why you're frustrated because the popular vote you won, this is the way it is, and then he wins, and all you're doing is not accepting it. And all Obama is saying is peaceful transfer of power, and all you're saying is don't do that. And you're full of shit.
And the same exact thing happened in the UK for Brexit. People were like, I don't understand. Morally, they were wrong and blah, blah, blah. But it's because they weren't paying attention to the people who disagreed with them and just casting them off as like, well, morally, they're wrong and I'm right, so blah, blah, blah. But like, so what could a celebrity do you think, to prove that they were serious about the cause?
I think show your pubes, even if it's just through your zipper.
So, like, even just to open up the zipper and like pull the underwear aside would be okay?
Absolutely. How about this? The point being that you're so against Trump,
right,
that you're willing to do more than just stand there and sound like you're morally superior.
So, like, what?
Should they pull one out by the root?
One of their pubes?
Yeah.
Every celebrity
how about
should donate a rooted pube.
How about this? Uprooting hatred. How about you pull a pube out from the root because you're uprooting hatred.
Right. And then we'll put all the pubes together on one cracker.
And sell them.
Right. Right. The one Trump supporter in the room will have to eat the pube cracker.
Yeah, I don't care if you hate him. He says a lot of shit that I get why people don't like him.
That's fine.
Hate him. Bash him all you want. Tell him he's a cunt. But just don't. This is a bit irritating.
Right, because then now you're trying to be like, well, let's see what we can do. Let's worm our way around not giving it to him. Like, you have to allow this guy to be president, do something that you don't like, and voice your concern over it. Because it just is the way it is.
Because, by the way, how about, didn't they lose a lot of seats in the Senate and the House? It's like, maybe you lost certain seats because people
the
are
Democrats,
tired.
you mean?
People are tired of a certain line of thinking.
Yeah. And that's a little,
should those be overturned too?
That's a little scary because I don't agree with all that.
No, I don't either.
But at the same time, it's like it happened for a reason. You know?
Yeah.
Should we get back to the rest of the video? There may be a pube scene. I haven't seen the end of it. Because you may. It sounds sort of reasonable the way you position it.
But I'm all for getting rid of the Electoral College, so this doesn't happen again.
You're also all for these celebrities getting rid of their pubes.
I'm just, as
a demonstration.
Fucking just shut up. Fucking Christ, the whinging. Get on with it.
Yeah.
I get it. You don't like him? Fuck him. He's a cunt. Fine. Bash him all you want. Fight against him. And the next time, if you hate him so much and you don't believe... But then again, hey, half the country didn't vote. So...
But a lot of...
I did.
A lot more people... Who'd you vote for?
Secret.
Why?
It's private.
Don't you...
One person, one vote.
You don't talk politics?
I don't know.
Oh. Me neither. I keep my vote a secret as well.
I don't mind talking politics, but I don't feel I'm qualified to tell people who to vote for.
But we don't really talk politics on the show. It's rude.
Yeah. But we don't know what we're talking about.
No, we're morons.
It's funny, no matter what opinion you give, if you're siding with someone, you know what you're talking about. If you're siding against them, you don't know what you're talking about.
Right. No, there's no, like whether you agree with what we're saying now or not, we don't know what we're talking about.
Where's Jeff?
He's coming in 9:45. He's coming in like now-ish.
Oh, I thought it was 9:15 or 9:30.
No, 9:45. It says it on the sheet.
Oh.
Jim and I are idiots.
We don't know what we're talking about.
That's what people forget a lot. Yeah. Like, we're very stupid. But we know how to commentate.
All right.
Play the rest of the video.
Trout lips.
Aid, let's get the video working.
And the opportunity to go down in the books as an American hero.
Marty!
Who changed the course of history.
And you have my respect.
That guy's showing his asshole.
You have my respect.
No one cares.
For your patriotism.
In service to the American
Marty
people.
Sheen.
Unite for America.
Nobody agrees with
Piano's good.
Does Noah Wiley have to show his pubes?
They all do.
Even Martin Sheen?
No. Martin Sheen's been arrested for the cause. Nope.
But Noah Wiley does.
Yeah.
Because you're not an ER fan.
Fuck about ER.
I think it's fair what you're doing. Yep. Let's go to, I don't know, we got full phone banks. We go to Joe in Texas, I suppose. What's up, Joe?
Hey, good morning, Sam.
Good morning, Joe.
Remember when this election was going on and all these celebrities said, oh, we're going to leave if it doesn't go this way? Well, here's an idea. You really think you're that influential? You really think you can do something? Leave the country, refuse to make movies, refuse to come back until you get your way and see how long you stay gone.
You know what? That's a good point. Like, if you're so against it, that's a form. Like, a lot of people don't like the transgender bathroom thing in North Carolina, right? So they're not performing there. How about if you're so against this president, you stop producing entertainment material? Like, maybe, you know what? No, but that's a great way. Like, what he's saying
that's how they make their living, and everybody wants to make a little cake.
Fuck yeah! But you know what? That's a great form of protest. You're right, dude. If people are that serious, if they want the Electoral College to do something, again, outrageous like that, stop producing material. That's your protest. That's a great point.
I think we should just listen to them. They're celebrities. Like, we should just listen to them. Like, people get famous for a reason.
In North Carolina, people did lose money by not doing gigs, canceling gigs. Like spring, I don't care.
But they went other places.
Doesn't matter. They still didn't do a gig there. They could have made money, and they didn't. So their form of protest.
How many Canadian movies can you make? Kevin Smith's kind of cornered the market.
Well, that's the point. You might have to make a sacrifice. So if you're that against it and you want the Electoral College to do this, how about you commit that while Trump's president, you will not perform?
But they're
in America
famous. Just listen to them.
Oh.
You know? Like, just they have a public voice.
That guy made a good point.
Let's go to Paul in Jersey. What's up,
Yay!
Paul? That's not that Paul.
Hey, guys. What's going on?
Hey, Paul.
How you doing?
Hey, Sam, you just said that you and Jim are idiots.
True.
Jim Sir is not an idiot. Jim Sir is not an idiot.
That's
anyway,
not
Jim,
nice.
that being said, I have to respectfully disagree on a couple things that you said. One, you said Hillary would do more for the small person than Trump. That's obviously not true.
I mean, she cares. Let me amend that real quick. I think she cares more about. I think she, in her life, has spent more time involved with average people or middle class people than Trump has. I just don't know many billionaires that give a big shit about people.
And plus, it's all hypothetical. Neither one of them have been president yet.
Right.
Hillary is out for Hillary, and I think her track record shows that.
Yeah, you're right. Donald Trump's track record doesn't show Donald Trump being out for Donald Trump.
And again, I don't hate Donald Trump. But
Donald Trump, until he became president, was never in public office. That's totally fine.
Oh, how convenient.
He wouldn't show his tax returns. Like, that annoys me a lot.
And he wouldn't show his asshole.
Agreed. But take a look. I mean, don't get me wrong. There are a lot of things Trump is doing that I don't like. I don't like the fact that he's put Wall Street people back into cabinet positions.
Yeah.
You don't put the head of Exxon in the DEA. Not DEA,
He's the
Department of Energy.
Secretary of State.
Now, a couple of things that he has done, which you guys might not be aware of.
DTA. Don't trust anybody.
He called out Boeing for their cost overruns
I like
on Air Force One. Now, he did that in a tweet. Boeing stock got crushed for a while, and Boeing came out and said they're willing to renegotiate the contracts. He did the same thing with Lockheed Martin, saying that the cost overruns on the B-35 project are just outrageous. And Lockheed Martin had to come out and say, okay, what can we do to try to fix this? A president has never done stuff like that before. That's just unheard of. And I think he's willing to show.
He also wants, I'm going to hang up. Thanks, buddy. He also wants to make sure that the president after him doesn't have a nicer plane.
Yeah, I think that's part of it. And it was also the head of Boeing had said something, I think, anti-Trump. But whatever. I mean, I like that he said that, too. I do. I agree with the guy.
It is an odd strategy, though, to be like, let's cancel this order. So he just writes on Twitter, cancel order.
Well,
I don't know if that holds up for sure. Does that make the contract? I'd probably have to talk to a lawyer, but I'm not 100% sure if that makes the contract null and void. Adrian, does it?
Yeah, it does.
Okay. All right, cool. Let's go to Jordan in Florida. What's up, Jordan?
Hey guys, how's it going?
Good. Buddy.
I just wanted to say I don't necessarily agree with the merits of the Electoral College not going with the not staying faithful, but it is the reason we have an Electoral College. It is like if you read the Federalist Papers, this is why. In an instance where they believe that the public has been fooled somehow, or that the person running is a demagogue,
bamboozled.
Yeah,
right. This is the point. So to say that it would be a departure from our system is not really true. This is the system we have.
No. You are correct. By the way, not only have I read the Federalist Papers, I do a 6-part play on them.
Who, you Colin Quinn?
Yeah, it's called the Federalist. But no, dude, my annoyance is not. My annoyance is at the people who were complaining that Trump wouldn't accept the election results, and now they're not accepting it. That's what's driving me crazy.
And I do think, too, that you're right about the system being set up that way, but if people actively knew that the Electoral College was not going to side with them, if there was even a chance of that happening, then I think the degree of who gives a fuck about this election would go through the roof.
And can you imagine the mockery of Republicans if Hillary had won, trying to get the Electoral College to not go with Hillary?
Yeah.
That'd be bad. Hey, Sam, have you read the article by Gandhi about this?
No.
Gandhi's nut.
Nailed it, Jordan.
I read that article.
Nailed it. I'll bet you did.
I did.
You definitely. Gandhi's nuts is one of your favorite writers.
Well, yeah, absolutely. And if she says it, I do it. Who's next?
Let's go to Joe. Is Jeff here?
No, he's like 5 minutes out.
Okay. He's running late?
Yes.
He thinks he can just show up whenever he wants.
That's correct.
What do we get? Hey! With the time that he's getting here, what are we getting? What are we getting roasted?
What are you saying?
I just said it.
I'll roast that motherfucker.
Were you really?
Yeah.
What will you say about Jeff Ross?
Roastmaster General seemed like a corporal to me. Fucking bury that piece of garbage.
But the Roastmaster General, why don't you get specific?
Roast? What do you make? Roast to something? Remember Ted the Roaster? Ted Sheckler roasted?
I don't remember.
You remember Ted the Roaster when Jeff was in here?
I guess I don't.
Oh, they were not good.
You don't think so?
No, I remember Anthony laughing and saying, Ted stinks.
I would love to hear Chip try some of his roast material on Jeff today.
I'll kill him.
You will, right?
Yep.
Let's go to Trey. No, not Trey. Joe in Milwaukee. What's up, Joe?
I'm just concerned about what would happen if they said, no, Hillary's going to be president. What do you think would happen with all these Second Amendment people that wanted Trump in and they voted for him and he won, and now all of a sudden they fuck over these people? What do you think would happen if the millions of people that own guns, what do you think's going to happen there?
I don't know what would happen, but I have thought of, like, would there be some kind of a revolution? Like, because
if the millions and millions of
I don't
Trump
know.
supporters.
There's a lot of there's a lot. I don't know, man. That would be a very interesting. I almost hope it happens just to see what happens, see what goes down.
I'll tell you what it would do. It would be the strongest move in terms of making the alt-right stronger. That would be the move. You would turn the alt-right into a force like we have not seen before. And all these websites that are called fake news websites, all of them, I mean, it would just explode with popularity because all of these diehard Trump supporters, even the ones that don't really fall towards the alt-right, would be sitting there going, all right, yep, these guys were right the whole time. We got fucked. It would blow. I mean, the party would, the alt-right section of the Republicans would blow sky high.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah. Let's go to Glenn in Boston. Glenn, welcome to Jim Norton and Sam Roberts. Glenn! Don't embed. Oh, wait.
Glennikins.
You there? Let me see. Am I doing something wrong? No, you're on the air, Glenn. All right. No more Glenn.
Glenn or Glenda, right?
I get that. Let's go to Rob in Nebraska then. What's up, Rob?
Hey, how's it going, boys?
Good.
Hey, I just got 2 points to make real quick. Look at Arnold Schwarzenegger. He had no government background before he got into governor, as far as I know. And then look at Ronald Reagan. He was a TV actor. He just got in by popularity vote. And he turned out to be one of the greatest presidents.
Well, he was
ever.
a politician before he was president.
Well, he was a governor. He was saying governor. Yeah, but some people are saying he wasn't a good president. Some say he was. I guess it all depends on where you stand.
That's a great point.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't say one of the greatest presidents of all time. Some people weren't taxes relatively high, interest rates high when Reagan was president.
Well, it's all about Reaganomics, Jim. Oh, those rock and roll ladies.
Fuck yep.
Let's go to Daniel in Iowa City.
Trump.
Iowa City, right?
He was a big Trump guy.
Was he?
Yep.
It's cool.
Yep.
I'm sure it's smart reasons. Yes. Hello, sir.
Good morning, boys.
Hello.
I just want to interject in this political talk real quick and give a big shout out to the Travis dog. Bork, 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 bork.
Thank you very much, Daniel. We needed that. Is anybody still mentioning that on your Instagram?
Yeah, you know what's always funny?
What?
Doing it after you guys mention it.
I can search the web for. We needed that.
Shut up, Siri. Fucking cunt.
What do you mean?
Siri, suck my pecker.
Even she ignores Chip. Chip has no stroke.
Yeah, you don't.
That's actually a great comeback. You mean after we mention it on the air, your social media tends to...
Yeah, you'll be like, hey, you know what was hilarious? And then you'll mention it.
Mhm.
And then people will be like, you know what's going to be hilarious? When I do it after somebody mentioned that it's hilarious.
That actually works out better for me.
Do they write woof, 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 woof?
Yeah, all day.
They do?
All day.
Oh. You know what's funny to me?
What?
When I'm on Travis's Instagram and I read...
I mean, look at it. Those are all from yesterday.
Yeah, how about barka, 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 barka?
Yep.
I like that. I like Brad C. Carson. Ha woof, ha woof, ha woof.
Ew, 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 ew.
I see one bork, bork, bork. Everybody's got their own bark.
Everyone's got a different kind of bark.
I can't wait till we do a live show, and everybody in the audience has a different bark. It's going to sound like...
I'll let Adrian go on those trips.
No, you got to be there.
You got to be there.
I'm busy. I got to take
Yeah.
And we'll bring some kind of structure so that we can have a traveling TEF box.
Absolutely. Yes.
Because you've got to stay inside of a TEF box.
Absolutely. It'll be like the Teftification of the US of A tour.
What is that?
Well, there was a song. Is that the phone?
Yeah, you're fired.
Teftification of the US of A.
When did that song become a hit?
Please.
The teftification of the US of A?
Yep.
Yeah, that's not going to happen.
I see one over here that says, Trav dog, yip, yip, yip. Bow, wow, wow.
That's perfect. Trav dog just chasing a car around the corner that never comes home.
Yeah, I'm just looking out the window on top of the sofa, just waiting.
So he's looking at squirrels, except it's maternal figures.
Yep.
Who's on the phone?
Roland.
What do you say?
Your guest is coming up.
Should we break real quick? I gotta piss.
Yeah, let's take a quick break.
Take my fucking cock out.
And we'll be back with Jeff Ross and then Elvira. New Year's Eve. You can get your tickets at JimNorton.com. You can follow us on Twitter at Jim and Sam Show, also our YouTube channel. Constantly getting updated, youtube.com/Hi,
Jeff.
Jim and Sam Show. Jeff Ross is here.
Hi, guys.
What's going on, man?
All good stuff.
Welcome to the show.
Did you get traffic?
Thanks.
It's crazy today, right?
It wasn't so bad.
Oh, okay.
It's starting to snow, so it's going to get worse.
Is it snowing outside?
Yeah.
How much are we supposed to get by this weekend?
10 feet.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
No, it's not.
No.
I mean, we're not getting snow, are we?
No.
It's
No.
snowing a little now, though?
I got shows. I don't want snow.
I don't either.
Well, you're going to be at Caroline's all weekend, right?
All weekend through
That's
Sunday.
exciting. That's exciting. How was the Rocks thing? You were at the Rock the Troops.
I did. I was.
What was the Rock the Troop thing?
The Rock did like a entertainment show, for the troops.
Sure.
But it was in front of like how many? 50,000 people.
45,000 people at Pearl Harbor.
Wow. I've only seen photos of it. Like I saw the Rock in like his Elvis jumpsuit and all that stuff.
Did you go on?
I did.
Oh, wow. How was
I
that?
came out fully dressed as General Patton.
Did they enjoy it?
They did, and I challenged it was crazy. I followed Leonard Skinner. Never in my career did I think I'd follow Leonard Skinner. It was cool.
Well, it's so weird, though. And so how much time did you have to do?
I did whatever I wanted. I wrote a whole bit, and I came out and roast battled The Rock.
You did?
Yeah, it was really fun. I started making fun of him, and he heard it and came out and challenged me to a roast battle. And we went
Like was it legit off the cuff?
No, we worked it out
Oh,
at
okay.
the time.
How did he do?
He was hilarious. He said I look like if sweatpants were a person. It was fun. And, following Leonard Skinner, I go, give it up for all the acts you've seen so far and whatever's left of Leonard Skinner. And they were performing in front of an airplane, which I thought was a little too soon.
That guy, I hope that guy laughed. That's fucking whatever's left.
I go, I'm kidding. Kamikazes are on me at Club Pearl Harbor today. It was great. The whole thing was crazy.
Do you just have to, in your head now, are you just prepared to work pretty much any venue, audience size imaginable? Because I feel like of all the comics, and maybe it's the roast thing that's taken you there, you have ended up in front of the most, I guess, diverse.
I do feel I adapt to my environment.
Yeah.
Which doesn't sound like a good thing necessarily as a comedian. You want your audience to come to you a little bit, but I don't know. For some reason, I like doing that, different challenges.
Yeah, and I guess if it's your audience, especially if you're making fun of people and want to do stuff with people in the crowd and everything, you want different people around, right? You kind of want to go in
different environments.
Yeah.
You did it in a prison. That was such a ballsy special.
Thanks.
It was really funny. When you went into prison.
Jeff Ross roast criminals.
Yeah, it was awesome. What was the other one you're doing? You're doing another place.
I just had one that came out recently where I roast cops.
How was that? Oh, dude.
It was tough.
You got to. There's this great video.
Oh, yeah, it's really hard.
Was it tougher than the criminals?
100 times tougher.
Why?
Cops are very skeptical.
Okay. Did they laugh?
And they don't like being. I mean, they get shit on so much in the media that they don't trust.
When I first got there, the only police precinct that would let me in was the Boston cops.
Oh boy!
No unarmed person's been killed since 1991 by the Boston cops. So they were proud of that. Among other things, they're very diverse. They let me in. All cities didn't, and they were skeptical of me because I'd been to a Black Lives Matter rally in New York, and they Googled me and saw a picture of that. So they immediately thought I was the enemy.
And didn't a thing get sent around to everybody, making sure that everybody knew?
Exactly.
Before you got there?
The union circulated a letter saying that I was a cop hater.
Oh, God. The unions really are fucking silly sometimes.
And then I bombed for the first couple days I was there, and I slowly won them over, and I went back a few months later and actually did a benefit with the cops in the audience and got to actually speed roast actual cops on stage.
So wait a minute, you went more than once on the same in front of the same people?
Yeah.
It really
Over
was.
days?
Yeah. And I did ride-alongs where I would just roast the cops in the back seat, which didn't go well either.
No?
They're not having it. Cops, you know.
Well, the environment is so funny because it's like, wow, it's all the cops getting together for like roll call and stuff.
Yeah.
Before they're about to go out and do their job, and like right before they go out, Jeff just has to come and make fun of them for a little bit, and they're just, I mean, they are just staring.
Jeff is I honestly one of the ballsier comics I know to do that. I couldn't do that. That's really ballsy.
It really was a low point. You know, the film, which you can watch on iTunes or whatever, ComedyCentral.com, you can see. But shooting it was traumatic. Like, I really almost quit in the middle. It was awful. I couldn't get a police precinct to agree. When I finally got one to agree, they didn't want me there, and the union was giving me a hard time. And I eventually, like, earned their trust, and I learned a lot about policing. And in the end, I think I felt very, I don't know, I evolved on the matters of cops and all that stuff.
You had a wrong opinion, or?
I don't think I had an accurate opinion. I didn't realize how hard it is to be a cop.
It's an awful job, man.
And then, you know, all the shootings happened in Dallas and Baton Rouge while I was filming. So that's part of the story. And, I mean, there's no amount of money that could get me to put a uniform on right now if I was that guy. I mean, it's scary. Cops are targets.
Yeah.
And,
now more than ever,
I have a lot
probably.
of affection for cops. Now that I've really seen how hard it is.
Do you show any of the bombing?
This is
great. This is the bombing, yeah.
This is me bombing really bad.
So they're all going in. They're just in a room. It's like full of desks and stuff. And it's roll call. And they're, by the way, hit pause for a sec. They're not sitting, like there's all kinds of desks in the middle of the room.
I set up chairs for them, like to come have a little like comedy break. You know, and they just wouldn't sit down. They wouldn't smile.
They're lined up against...
They were protesting me.
They're flat against the wall. So they're almost like surrounding the room.
Yeah.
But they're not a part of this.
Yeah, that's not the most comfortable comedy environment I've ever seen.
No.
Right. I'll make this quick because I know most of you are double parked. Thank you for letting me come here. This is really cool. I've never performed in front of an entire room full of YouTube celebrities before. This would be so much better if you guys just came into the middle of the room. All right, fine. You guys also have a rich criminal history in this town. You had the Boston Tea Party here. Whitey Bulger was from here. Tom Brady's from here.
That kind of.
Oh, come on. That one really let the air out of the room, huh? And let's be real. If Whitey Bulger's name had been Blackie Bulger, they would have caught him a lot quicker.
We'll chuckle.
Black guys,
nodding.
yeah.
There's obviously a problem between the cops and the community across the country right now, and that's what I'm here, because that really bothers me. And it really bothers me when some people say that all cops are racist. Of course that's not true. Most of you are just dicks to everybody.
Fucking hilarious.
Nothing. Zero. All right, well,
Jeff.
Thanks for coming. All right.
And you guys...
Oh, Jeff.
You guys didn't edit that to make that worse than it was. That was uncomfortable.
I cut it in half. It was actually much worse and much longer, but I just couldn't take it, and I didn't want to put the viewers through my entire...
How long was that actual set? Like, when you did that, how long was it? Like 5 minutes?
15 minutes.
Oh, God.
No.
Maybe 12 to 15 minutes. There's other stuff where I start walking around, like, working the room and trying to, like, get to know them, and they're not having it.
Do you, when something like that's happening, do you go, okay, this is now what it is? Like, I'm fucking tanking... This is now a thing about me tanking where you just have to embrace, like, this is what it's going to be.
I didn't realize that until weeks later when I was editing, and everyone, and you know, my editor and my producer was like, "Oh, let's try to use that footage." And
That's
like,
really funny.
I wouldn't even watch it in the beginning. I was like, "No, we're scrapping that. We have to go with what worked." And it wasn't until later that I realized that was an essential part of my journey. That I had to win them over.
Yeah.
You have to see that, you know what, to be honest with you, the show starts out, it's called Jeff Ross Roast Cops. It starts out at a Black Lives Matter rally in Washington Square Park, and people are actually holding signs that say, which side are you on?
And so, by the way, that's why you were at that rally, right?
To learn.
But you were filming for the show. Like, it wasn't like you were just there protesting cops, like
no, it
like
was
they
right
said
outside
it was.
my door. I was working on this documentary about cops and this roast of cops, and I wanted to learn. I didn't want to be just some other white dude who's trying to pretend they know what's going on when you have no idea. And I got out there and I just followed this rally for a day. And I guess there were pictures in the paper, and people mentioned that I was there. So when I got to the Boston cops, they were the same way. Which side are you on? There's no middle area. And you can't be on both sides. And I decided I was going to be on both sides.
Yeah, and for them, if you're on both sides, it means you're on the other side.
Right.
Right.
That's right.
Right.
So, maybe the smartest people on both sides can get together and do some of this.
Figure it out.
Oh, I don't know. I don't know.
Did you shave your eyebrows?
No, they're just blonde.
Oh.
Yeah, he's just light eyebrows.
I couldn't tell from here.
What? It's just Jeff's head.
I know. It would just be an odd choice if you had.
What was my joke at Roast Battle? You look like a skinny me. What did I say to you?
I don't remember, but it was hurtful and I blocked it out.
Were you surprised how well Roast Battle did? I feel like that over the course of the weekend that it aired on Comedy Central, that it became this thing. I think a lot of it was because of social media and stuff. That's where I kind of...
People say it did really well on Snapchat.
Yeah,
for sure.
Really?
It broke Snapchat records, and we're coming back right away in January, every Sunday in January. Roast Battle.
That's awesome.
Jim Norton's one of the judges in the New York regionals. He's awesome.
Thank you. There's some really funny acts there. There was nobody who bombed. Was one guy but he did something. It was very funny. A lot of really funny roasters. Yeah.
Yeah, because I remember when that came on. It was I didn't even know what it was, and I just saw people talking about it, and I guess either the finals were happening or I was a couple episodes behind, but it all happened over the course of the weekend.
Right.
So I just put it on cable on demand,
right.
And I think that's what a lot of people did, and it seemed like it really picked up steam really quickly.
We're doing it where all the regional shows will air every Sunday in January. Then the last 4 days will air in a row live.
That's awesome.
We're taking the old House of Blues across from the Comedy Store on Sunset Boulevard.
Oh, you are doing that. You mentioned you wanted to do that. You got it?
We got it. We're going to build an arena inside there.
Oh, so cool.
And have all the judges and comics from the Comedy Store come over and do it.
That's so great.
Such a fun show. Such a fun show.
And it seems impossible. When I realized it was live, it seems so difficult for the comics specifically to be able to pull that off live, because after you win, you'll have to do 2 or 3 sets in one show, which means you'll have to have researched everybody on the show because you don't know who's winning. It's tournament style.
It's 16 comics.
Yeah.
So, I think most of them know each other because they come from different scenes. We went to 4 cities, and the comics who do Roast Battle, it's almost like a group. It's like a movement. So they've been roasting each other, a lot of them. Some of these comics have done 20 battles, so they have a feel for how to do it quickly, and there's strategies and counterpunching and stuff like that.
It's amazing.
Yeah, that's it's a lot of pressure.
Yeah.
Jim's been very supportive. He visited us in Montreal when we did it, and he judged the New York regionals, and he has a lot of roast cred, so the comics, the rookie roasters really respect what he said. It was cool.
Thank you.
Well, you guys used to do, roasting used to be you guys were doing it not on television for a while. Comedy clubs would have roasts all the time. There's we were talking when Ben Bailey was in about the roast of Patrice and the roast of this guy. There'd be a roast over here, but it's not until recently where they've been putting them all on TV.
Well, I just go off the cuff.
That's your thing. Just kind of you don't research.
Oh no, I don't need to.
Do you have any
if I was gonna roast Jeff right now, I'd be like, look at that hat, it's so flat. If it was any flatter, you'd be like a pancake stack or something.
Oh, you got me.
That's actually really good, right,
See?
Jeff?
Cool.
Yeah.
Oh, we're off the cuff.
Yeah. Why didn't The Rock hire you to go over?
He knew better. He'd kill him. He knew better.
I think it's weird how even the debates, the Trump-Clinton debate felt like a roast battle.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I really felt like I could have helped them. The strategies are kind of similar.
Yep.
Eye contact and the way you use your pronouns and talk to the person instead of about the person. And
it was. That was
Trump kind of nailed that stuff.
That was a roast moment when Hillary is like, I wouldn't put you in charge. And he goes, yeah, because you'd be in jail. And it was like, boom, boom,
Right.
boom.
Yeah.
It's better when they talk to each other.
It's funnier and meaner when they address each other. He would say, you should be in jail, and she would turn and go. Donald says, she wouldn't talk to him. She would talk about him.
She seemed fake and
Well, I think she was just on the defense. She thought she was going to win, so she didn't want to take any big swings. Can't blame her. She could have eviscerated him, I think. It was exciting to watch.
Is that pressure for you at the Comedy Central roast now? Because those things get so much attention, and you're
I'm afraid
going
to
on.
roast anyone because they could become president.
Yeah, really. You've roasted a president.
Yeah. I was at Fox, the morning show just now, and they played a clip of me roasting Trump, and I was like, this is going to get me audited. He's definitely watching this on Fox right now.
Did he take? I can't remember. What was the story? Did he take it okay, or
I'm alive.
Yeah.
You know what? He doesn't really laugh.
Yeah.
Right.
He just kind of smiles. And I even talked to him during the commercial, and I was like, dude, you know, you have to at least laugh a little bit so we have something to cut to. So
Right.
Just people laughing at you. And he kind of got it. Then he loosened up a little bit.
Yeah. Yeah, but he wasn't. Because
I wasn't laughing a lot.
Yeah, he just sort of winces.
Yeah, he does. He just kind of has he has this weird smirk, and he's like, okay, yep, everybody laughed. Now let's move on to the next thing. Let's move on to the next thing.
Larry King. There's some good people there, Lisa.
Oh, yeah, it was a good roast. I've roasted him. I've been on his plane. I've like traveled
How is
with
his
him.
plane?
It's fancy
That's
schmancy.
all I want to hear about is his plane.
Yeah, how'd you end up on his plane?
After I roasted him about 10 years ago for charity at the Friars Club.
I remember that roast. I was at that.
And he called me afterwards, and he offered me, he made the deal with me, and I don't normally, we don't take our own, negotiations, but it's Donald Trump, and I really enjoyed, talking money with him, so I agreed to this gig, and he flew me and my buddy Bruce Smirnoff down to Mar-a-Lago, and we did a gig.
Oh, it was actually just a show?
Yeah, it was a stand-up show. He took very good care of us. He gave me his Cadillac for the weekend.
Wow.
And he gave me a great big intro, and
oh, it was for his. Was this for his?
It was for the members of Mar-a-Lago. Had a suit and tie on, the whole thing.
Oh, very nice.
That's
now,
awesome.
what plane was it? Was it his giant one?
It was Air Force One.
That was. So you flew down on his on the massive
The
plane.
big black one.
Under those beautiful, fancy Renoirs, whatever's in there, and it was a very bumpy ride coming home. I remember I was scared. I thought maybe I was going to die in Donald Trump's plane because it was lightning. And
how was the food?
Delish.
Was it spacious?
Shrimp and lobster.
Is there a lot of room on the plane?
A lot of room.
Oh,
very
man.
comfortable.
He knows how to travel.
He's got a bedroom on there.
Yeah.
Like a private bedroom?
He did then. I don't know what it looks like now.
Now let me ask you: did you after that? Which was a farther gig, right? Too bad you only got to go to Florida on that. It'd be nice if you got to go to L.A.
What do you mean on that plane?
Yeah.
Well, he lives in Florida. I mean, the Mar-a-Lago.
No, but I mean, it'd be funny if it was a longer
Like
flight.
if it was like a 6-hour flight instead of a 2-hour flight.
Yeah.
We got enough covered in 2 hours.
Yeah, you
I'd
did.
like a nice long flight.
I was thinking
You only
the same
fly
thing as you.
Continental, right?
No, I'll fly any of them now.
You don't fly anymore?
No, United stinks, so I'll fly all of them.
Oh, okay.
Because they're all, so it's not even like they all kind of got better. They're all just terrible.
I've had good success with American.
Yeah.
But then again, you'll talk to someone and they'll say American stinks.
I like your take on it's a nice plane. I wish it was a longer flight. I've
Yeah,
never
'cause you
quite
fly
heard that
so much.
rationale.
Yeah. I get that. Sometimes I'll be sitting on the train and I got a really good seat and I'm like, I wish I'd taken the local.
Yeah.
Wow.
I'm pretty comfortable.
I'm always okay with a short flight.
Yeah.
Fancy plane, short flight.
Even on Donald Trump's plane. Because I'd be sitting there like, how many flights am I going to get on this thing? I'd like to spend as much time in here as possible.
Now, did he offer you money or did you have to say how much you want?
No, he called me straight up, offered me a good amount of money.
Cool.
I don't remember a big back and forth.
That's
I think I might have asked him to bring my buddy to open because I was worried that I wouldn't do well with that hoity-toity crowd, and I was right. I did fine, but Bruce Smirnoff crushed it.
Did he really?
Oh yeah, it's his crowd.
He did better?
He killed.
Bruce is I haven't seen Bruce in, how many years ago is this?
This is 10 years ago.
I haven't seen Bruce since. Bruce Smirnoff is such a funny guy.
He used to have that joke about West Hollywood. When I first moved here, my neighborhood was artsy-fartsy. Now it's gunsy-knivesy.
Yeah, gunsy-knivesy. Gunsy-knivesy.
That's it.
Everyone does a Bruce impression, too.
Bruce Smirnoff, Florida, what's up?
I got to tell you, I talked to Ann Coulter after the roast, but before it aired. And you remember, Adrian, she was like talking about how most of the roasters that were making jokes about her were not funny, and that she crushed. Like she let me know that she actually killed. And then I turned the roast on, and I was like, I don't know if Ann was accurate in her portrayal of her performance to me.
No, she seems like she thinks she killed.
Well, were people just dicks to her because she's Ann Coulter? People feel like
no, no, and I was especially I knew she was friends with you. I've met her at the Comedy Cellar, sitting around there.
Yeah,
I knew she understands comedy.
Sure.
The producers, the writers wrote her a self-aware, hilarious speech that she would have crushed with. And she dismissed the writers. She was rude to them. She didn't do anything. And she put her book up on the podium and insisted on doing stuff that she wrote that was not self-deprecating or endearing in whatsoever. So, and then she stormed off. So I don't really know how to read that.
She was mad after?
I didn't talk to her. She just disappeared before we could even take a group picture after the show.
Wait, she stormed off during the roast or after?
The second it ended, before we could even say thank you or take a picture.
Wow.
So, like, you know, we still had our mics on and she was gone.
Oh, wow, okay.
So, I don't know, it was kind of upsetting that she didn't have more fun because as a producer, I want people to have a blast. It's a party.
Did the Situation have fun? Remember how bad the Situation did?
Good example. Here's a guy who bombed just as bad, maybe worse.
Probably worse.
And still thinks he killed.
He does. To this day, he's like, yep, we all did well.
Yeah, he's like, hey, I was out of my element. I really kept to it and kept my concentration. Like, you know.
I wish I had that blind self-confidence that I could go up there and fail as bad as he did and still kind of walk out like, I did pretty good.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I would be a huge star if I had that kind of self-confidence.
You would, right?
Yep.
I don't have that confidence because I don't fail.
You haven't experienced that yet.
No.
I understand. That's got to be nice for you. And it really makes you relatable too.
Yeah,
it's just you.
Never fail.
It's just you.
Home run after home run.
And do people do you get tired of the roasting thing? Because I would imagine, not you, Jim, because you sucked your teeth like you were about to say something. Because, do people test you? Like the way I would imagine it'd be like when a fighter goes to a bar and he's got to deal with people who think that they're tough guys.
Yeah.
Like when you're just out, do people want to insult
Good
you?
question. For some reason, that doesn't come up as much as you would think.
Yeah.
Yeah, when I get it, it's not at a bar but I'll be in the airport when it's a little more, it's quieter, and people will be like, my brother just got out of jail. Will you make fun of him? He's coming out of the bathroom right now.
Do you do it?
No.
Good.
No, I usually make fun of the person who asked me to make fun of the other person, just as a defense.
I would never make fun of either one of them. I just can't do that on the spot. It would drive me nuts.
Oh, it's much. It's more dismissive. It's what I say as I'm walking away.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
As opposed to nice to meet you.
Right. It's not
Can't
something.
help it. I make it fun for me.
Right. It's not like you guys are having fun together. You just say something mean as you leave.
Right.
Good.
It is a license to kill, and it's kind of fun sometimes.
Yeah.
I can get away with a lot.
Yeah, you do, right?
Yeah.
I mean, I just roast people on the spot all the time, but it's just me.
You really do that on the spot?
Immediately.
Like, what would you have said to, The Rock? He just did the Rock the Troops thing. If The Rock was like, hey, Jim, you want a roast battle? What do you say?
Sure.
All right. Well, all right, so hit me with
you may be The Rock now, but when I'm finished with you, you're going to be a pebble. Pow!
It's actually really great.
Yep.
Yeah, that's really...
Home run.
That's really good. That's really quite spectacular.
Run.
That's really quite spectacular.
Right off the cuff.
I had a good one. I said, The Rock, you've really done well in your career. So much better than your brother's paper and scissors.
I like that. I like that. he has a good sense of humor, right?
He was great.
Yeah.
He was great. He's doing Baywatch remake.
Well, he also comes from a world, like when he was wrestling, there was a lot of kind of on-the-spot, goofy, make-fun-of shit that was happening. So a live microphone isn't really going to scare him away.
I think it really gave him a good grounding for show business. Because he's totally humble and cool, and what could be more demeaning than starting out in wrestling in Hawaii? I mean, he really probably had nothing going on.
Yeah.
And to become the biggest star in the world like that. And I didn't really care that much about The Rock, but then I met him and worked with him, and I watched one of his movies on the way home, and now I'm like obsessed. I love him.
Yeah. Everybody does. Everybody gets there with The Rock for some reason. Guys, especially. Like, at some point, every guy just gets to this place where they're like, oh my God, I love The Rock.
Because he seems like a real... he's The Rock. Why should I like him? He's good looking. He's everything I'm not.
Right.
He's everything most guys aren't, and he could fuck your girl in front of you.
Definitely.
But then
He's
you find
welcome to.
he's a nice guy, or like, hey, man, he really is interesting and funny. It's like it's hard to not like him once you look a little bit.
Like I never send happy birthday texts or phone calls. I just don't do it. I don't say happy birthday on Facebook. I just never do. But I tweeted The Rock on his birthday, happy birthday, and he tweeted me back, and it was like enough.
Wow.
You know what I mean? The fact that he tweeted
You didn't
me back.
mind getting a tweet on his birthday? Who are you?
No, you didn't. That's not what he tweeted to me. That's not.
What did he write? Thank you.
I don't remember what he wrote. I mean, I knew.
How do you not remember? It should be saved.
I did save it somewhere. I'm sure I screen grabbed it, but it was because I had just gotten verified, and I figured out that The Rock isn't going to go through all his mentions, but he will look through the verified tab on Twitter. So if verified people are talking to him, you might get a tweet back.
Oh,
that's what made. That was.
Yeah, I got a couple tweets when the show aired this week.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Sexiest man alive. That's oh, come on.
It looks just like you.
The Rock.
No, I'm looking at the shirt. I don't like the shirt
that you're wearing.
Yeah.
So your Caroline's all weekend.
Tonight, sold out. Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Just tickets for some of those shows.
That's awesome.
Mike
Sold out on a
Lawrence,
Wednesday.
Mike
That's
Lawrence
pretty good.
Roast
Or
Battle
Thursday.
champ and Christy Cello, who are both Roast Battle veterans, are opening.
Oh, really?
Mike Lawrence is fucking
He's
hilarious.
so funny.
Mike's really funny, man.
And then, got a lot of friends and family coming out. Going to be speed roasting volunteers from the audience. So if any of you, apes watching this, listening to this, want to come get roasted, this is your chance.
I hope a guy like me doesn't go up, roast you right back.
I'm ready for you, bud.
So like if he swung something at you,
depending on what he said.
Like what if he made fun of your appearance?
How could he?
Jim Norton?
Yeah.
Please, no one would buy it.
I loved you as the fake baby in American Sniper.
That's a good one.
True.
I don't know how you coming back.
Hey, look at that mustache. It's thinner than the alibi of most pedophiles.
That's actually a good one.
That's pretty good, actually.
That's actually quite good.
That's awesome.
Maybe you are ready for this.
Oh, kidding me? I roast battle constantly. It's fun to do. It's fun to do.
To roast battle?
Yeah, or just to shit on each other is fun.
Yeah, I know.
It really is enjoyable.
It's fun
Everyone
to watch.
likes it. There's no one that doesn't like it.
Yeah, I wouldn't be any good at it. I would just start being
You know who
mean and
hates
not
it? You know who
funny.
hates it? Octomom.
Why?
I don't know. I would imagine she does not like
being roasted,
roasting around the kitchen table.
Probably not.
She probably wouldn't enjoy it.
I don't know why I thought of her. I haven't thought about that. Is she still around? She still have all those kids?
Yeah, probably. I would hope so. She's probably grown a little cranky after having the equivalent of 8 punches to her pussy.
I just found out something in my headphones.
What? You're gay?
No. Elvira canceled on us.
Why?
She heard I wanted to ask about Tom Jones ripping up her pussy, I guess. I don't know.
Is she in the building or
no? I mean, assuming is she in the building or not, or canceled the tour?
No, I think it's just this show.
What? Elvira canceled this show.
Why?
I don't know. Roland just called me and said that she had canceled, and
he never got an email. He said, "I believe Roland," but Roland literally just called. We were gonna have Elvira in here with you.
That would have been fun,
right?
Yeah.
But apparently Elvira. Do we know what other shows is Roland here? Can he talk about it?
yeah, he's here. Oh, he's right outside. Hang on, I'll get him.
Oh yeah.
Let's find out why.
See if Roland can talk about it. Because I'd love to know why.
This is the second day in a row we've had a guest cancel for no reason.
And it's a little ironic that it was Elvira. Literally, when Jim walked in today, he's like, I don't know why we're talking to Elvira. Yeah. I guess I said yes.
Wait, now where is she?
She's not coming to the building at noon. I just got all my emails.
I think she saw Roland's
with the town
outfit and
department,
left.
and then I finally got the update.
Oh wait, so she's not.
She's not coming till noon now.
Oh, she's not just canceling us.
No, she had to move all her morning to noon.
Oh, okay.
So just something popped up.
Okay.
I forgot what.
All right, then I won't call her any names.
Daylight.
Yeah. She's a bit elderly, so she's simply.
Elvira has a busy morning.
Right. Oh, Jeff, please
Jeff!
drop something.
First we lose Elvira, then we have a sound like that in the studio. This is
What
ridiculous.
is that?
Oh my
Drop my
god.
phone.
Oh my
She's an
God.
elderly woman. So.
Can I ask you
Yeah, I'm
something,
sure the
Roland?
guests
Yes.
love when you call them elderly. That's great. Especially the
She's
sex
elderly.
symbols.
She's an elderly woman.
Yeah, she's old.
After what happened with Brendan Fraser yesterday,
Yeah.
when you found out that Elvira had canceled on the show, how quickly did you start shitting your pants?
It's just one of those, like, Christmas is near.
What?
So I'm looking forward to Christmas. Santa will bring me some nice
You didn't
things.
think it was good news when you got that email?
No, just they updated my link with the town department, and then everything started hitting my phone at once. I'm like, oh, yay.
And then you find out, oh, it's all bad news, all hitting at once.
Yeah, right here, my little stomach.
Yeah.
Well, not little, I know. Big. But in the husky world, it's little.
Well, it is. I suppose so, yeah.
Did you hear Jeff Rossi? He thought that maybe she had canceled because you scared her off.
Possibility.
It's possible, right?
Anything's possible.
All right.
We're roasting around the room here.
She looked at Roland and said, "Oh, here's somebody who can answer the door at my haunted house."
What do you mean we're roasting around the room? Are you
She
still?
walked in here and she's like, "You know what? He has bigger tits than me. I'm out of here."
Yeah. I'll bet she looked at Roland and she said, I'd rather fuck a dog.
That's like, I'm sorry, Roland. Like Jeff's were like funny and stuff.
Okay.
But I'm
Sorry, I
I'm
didn't
sorry
mean
that Jim said that to you. I apologize on his behalf.
I like
Fucking
roasting.
dog.
I'm gonna roast. I'll roast everyone.
Yeah, this one we
Roland walked in here. She was like, "Oh, Octomom's pregnant again."
What'd she say, Jim?
She'll probably walk in and look at Sam and go, "Hey, going to Pittsburgh? I hope your plane goes down."
Ooh,
I am going to Pittsburgh. What?
It's bad
I'm going
weather
on,
too.
I'm going on Saturday, and it is.
Chances are high.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's
I
gonna be
wish.
bumpy.
Why would she have said that? That's just hope for a plane crash.
Why not?
What would she say to sick baby?
Hey, you look like a little kid. I hope they find a lump on your balls.
Doesn't even correlate. You just want her to get cancer.
I'm roasting them on fire.
Do you feel like that? You know, that would be testicular cancer.
Yeah, it doesn't.
They'd have to either remove a ball or you die.
Yeah. Hey, nice glasses. I hope you're the victim of a hate crime.
What does
Killing
that
him.
have to do with his glasses?
Oh, he's a nerd.
let's go beat up some nerds.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if this is technically roasting.
Fucking roasting.
There's a big difference between roasting and bullying.
No, it's not.
You think
No, there's not.
There is.
What's the difference?
You volunteer to be roasted.
Right.
Well, yeah.
No one's like, please bully me.
What about Travis?
You want the Travis dog to get roasted?
Yeah.
All right. I mean,
Your mom. That's on the Roastmaster.
you see, Jeff, Travis's mom walked out on his family when he was 21 years old, but you would have not gotten any of that context from Roland's roast joke, which is, haha, Travis, your mom.
Well, who did she want? Just tell Jeff who she.
What?
Just tell Travis the circumstance. Tell Jeff.
Tell Jeff the circumstances behind your mother deciding to abandon you and your family.
I mean, she did that with a Jewish man.
And she left. She disowned the family.
Yeah,
never speaking to them again. And is she Jewish now, or we don't know?
No, she is. Yeah, because she stopped talking to us because she converted.
Yeah.
Jews can't talk to you?
Sounds like a great lady.
Yeah.
She's the best.
Credit to our religion.
But I give credit to that guy because what a cock that guy must have.
You think so?
Yeah, he fucked her out of her God and family.
Do you think? Do you think Travis's mom needed? Do you think Travis's mom needed stitches the way Elvira did after Tom Jones?
My God, he shredded that pussy in a way that, no disrespect, but Mr. Teff just wasn't hitting it that way.
To be fucked this hard.
Oh, yeah, I bet that probably did happen.
Oh, he wrecked it.
Yeah.
She's like, oh God, I haven't felt the walls been, because she had kids. She probably hasn't felt the walls hit.
Yeah,
so long.
That's why she didn't need the kids yet. All recollection of those children being born were thrown out the window when she felt the walls being pressed.
She's writing
again.
a book, actually. It's an anonymous book called Finally Getting Girth.
That's unkind to Travis in the memory of his family.
Yeah, now you're just insulting my father.
Sorry.
Yeah, that's true.
No, you're not.
I bet the radio legend Tim Teff has a thick one.
I bet he does.
I bet he does.
Oh, that's roast Don.
You want Don? Okay, for the record,
let's roast Don.
You want a joke about Don Wicklund to be thrown out there, Roland?
Our boss?
Yeah, because not
you throw one out.
Oh, because he's not your boss anymore? Yeah. Oh, because Roland found out earlier this week that he works for the talent department as of this week. He doesn't work for the channel anymore. So the boss of our channel is not Roland's boss anymore. He says. It's the talent department boss.
That's good.
So what do you think about Don?
I love Don, though, but he dresses up like a crazy cowboy.
Oh, you're ruthless.
Is that your roast joke?
Yeah. That's all I got.
Roast and Roland.
Yeah. You sure you don't want Roland to open for you at Caroline's?
I think he just did.
Yeah, I think this is good. Do you have anything about Adrian, Jim? Like, 'cause you're just kind of roasting around the room, like you said.
Yeah, Adrian.
Yeah.
Hey, where's your family from?
New Jersey.
No, but the rest of them, I mean.
Cuba.
I hope they drown.
What?
I'm roasting.
Roland loves you as a roaster. Roland has never laughed as hard at your jokes in your career. Yeah, this is you at your prime. You have any other Roland jokes?
Who's your favorite comedian?
I love
For real.
I'm going to guess Ricky.
I do love Ricky.
Ricky Gervais?
Yes.
You have any other favorites?
I love Seinfeld. I watch him. Jim Jeffries, I love.
Jim Jeffries.
I sent Jim such a weird guy. I sent him a text because I wanted to ask him about a bit. Like, you have a bit like this? And he just writes back, not me. I could talk to you.
Yeah. I mean, Zach Galifianakis, I like his TV show. It's amazing. And,
Which TV show?
Between Two Ferns and Baskets.
Baskets is good. Yeah.
Oh, God, my stomach.
What's wrong with your stomach? Jim, why don't you roast yourself?
That'd be good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Roast your stomach.
I'll roast myself. Hey, you fuck. Hey, dummy. Cock so big, I'm surprised there's any blood left for your brain.
That seems unfair. I don't know if that's... You wished everybody else death.
Kill it. Huh?
You wished everybody else death.
I'm killing myself. Look, I'm fucking murdering myself.
Oh, I see. I see, because the blood.
Nice big dick, stupid. What are you, a person or a tripod? It's killing me.
Just nailing it.
Do a joke about if you fucked Elvira. I think Tom Jones is big.
Oh, yeah, thanks, Jeff. Man, Elvira's lucky I didn't fuck her, because I'd grab her tits till her old lady wig fell off.
That's nothing to do with Tom Jones.
She's coming right up here for her interview.
Oh, yeah. Tom Jones.
Yeah, he's just talking. I think Jeff was thinking you more go in the range of your penis being large.
I think Tom Jones teabagged her.
Yeah.
What makes you think
British?
His songs.
Does he sing about teabagging Elvira?
Yes.
It's good to know.
He sings Delilah.
Yeah. Teabag Elvira.
But when he sings, he kind of like that goes down. He goes,
Yeah.
So,
you a big Tom Jones fan?
I love Tom Jones. I saw him twice.
You do? Okay. That's really good.
Are you dating anyone?
No.
Me neither.
How's that going?
Are you like hitting on him?
No,
like, is this how you pick up dudes
I just
at the
didn't know
bar?
if Jeff was single.
Single women come out to Caroline's this weekend.
Are you looking or no? You like being single?
Always looking.
You are. You like being in a relationship more?
I'd
or?
rather be in a relationship.
Why?
Really?
I don't know.
Just like the comfort of it, or
yeah, I've been single a while now. I'm ready.
Yeah,
ready to meet somebody.
Okay.
That's why I was hoping Elvira would be here.
How do you usually meet women? Like, do dating apps and stuff? I've tried a couple.
I've tried
of them.
all that, and I've tried just dating whoever shows up in wherever I am. But now I'm trying to be more adventurous and reach for things and find people I like and want to meet. And
see,
I think that's better.
Where do you? How do you find them?
Through friends. I actually called a friend who's a lawyer in L.A. last night. I was like, I want to meet a lawyer. I want to meet somebody really smart. So if you know anybody, keep me in mind.
I feel like as many places as you go to, as many friends as you know, you could be dating celebrities. Have you dated celebrities?
I have.
Oh, how long?
The longest? A couple months.
Did it go well?
It was fun.
Who
has to
ended
be
it?
fun?
She ended it.
Why?
I don't know. We just didn't.
She found out Jim was a better roaster with these death wish jokes.
She was younger than me, and it was a little, it was a fun fling. Like a year ago. I don't want to.
Did her father, Billy Ray Cyrus, not like it?
Billy Ray was really mad.
I've never dated a celebrity.
Don't try to look it up. You're not going to figure it out.
Oh, I love that.
I've never dated one.
Oh, I saw Roland like it.
Roland's like, who?
No, Roland would never take the initiative to look it up.
No.
If you said her name, he wouldn't even Google it.
Roland is still just singing Tom Jones songs to himself. He's out on, he's doing his own show.
He's like Tom's giant Welsh cock, ripping his anus.
But it's got to be difficult to have your schedule and have a relationship, right?
Yeah.
It's challenging, yeah. But I think if I met somebody, my schedule would adapt.
Oh, really?
You adapt. I'm single, I have no one to answer to. I just keep going.
Yeah.
Do you bring them with you on the road? Like, do you want a girl who's working full time or a girl who has some flexibility you can bring?
I would prefer somebody who's more of a partner than a sidekick.
What do you mean?
Somebody who has their own thing going on, who's not just free to like take on my life. Who's got? I'd love to go to my girlfriend's Christmas party or her job. I'd love to have somebody who's got like a career.
Yeah,
be fun.
Like a career though, not necessarily. Yeah,
just somebody like a lawyer, a politician, or a doctor. Or, be awesome.
Yeah, I'll never get a girl like that.
Why do you think not?
I just don't. I'm not. A lawyer maybe.
You're too Googleable.
Yeah, they get embarrassed. It had to be a girl with damage.
Yeah, because they got to introduce you to their friends.
I think anybody who dates a comedian is probably a little damaged, but
maybe.
This movie, the comedian that I co-wrote, is about a younger woman who falls for an older comedian, Leslie Mann and Robert De Niro. So that dynamic.
Did you write that? Did you co-write that?
I did.
I didn't know that.
Jeff was involved with that years ago. I remember Jeff talking to me, but that's probably 5 years now.
You read it 7 years ago.
That's right.
Yeah,
7 years ago.
Wow. So you were working on that for that? Like that? That's how long ago you were working on it?
I worked on it. Yeah.
So what's it like to see it come to fruition because the trailer's like out.
Yeah,
It's really
good.
getting made. Is that like? Is it surreal at all to realize that?
I watched it with a big smile, like I couldn't believe it was
actually,
like watching a home movie, but also it's changed a little bit, and to see it come to life is kind of mind blowing. Plus, it's all my real life like favorite places. I wrote into it, the Friars Club and the Comedy Cellar and stuff like that.
And they kept all that in.
Yeah,
that's awesome. That's awesome. So do you have to, as the writer of it, do you have to kind of write it and then give it up?
Yeah,
and like kind of I'm hands off, and I'm just
the
going to see.
director takes it over and.
Is that tough?
It's a little tough. You had to watch your baby get, raised by somebody else.
Yeah, because
I worked really hard on it. It was very personal.
How long did you actually spend writing it?
8 months.
Wow. And then it's like, okay, we sold it. That's the goal. And now
at the time
it's gone.
It was closer to my own kind of hopes and fears in life. Now I've sort of distanced from it, so I can kind of watch it with a different appreciation. And Taylor Hackford's the director. He was really amazing, and really, I thought did a great job with it.
Yeah, he directed Ray, he directed Officer and a Gentleman, Devil's Advocate. Like, he's fucking great.
I guess I didn't even know that all those movies were directed by the same dude.
Yeah,
that's pretty amazing.
Yeah, he's married to Helen Mirren.
Really?
Yeah, he's a very interesting guy.
Wow.
He has stories about everything.
That's really not a bad director to realize your script has been paired up
He
with.
did. He gave me and he introduced me at the AFI Film Festival. Made me really happy.
That's great.
Yeah, it was cool.
So you actually can, like, you have to give it up, but like the guy who you gave it to is still giving you your props and everything.
I was
for
blown
it.
away. I got invited to the premiere at the Egyptian Theater, and I'm just sort of, there in the audience, Danny DeVito and De Niro, and I'm like, oh, it's nice they invited the writers, and here I am, and suddenly 2 minutes into the presentation, they asked me to take a bow with the other person that I wrote it with, and we hadn't seen each other in a long time. It was just a nice moment.
Yeah, it's great. I mean, so often you hear stories about writers who kind of just like, spend all the time writing it, and then it really is just like, okay, that's in somebody else's hands. You're forgotten about. You're yesterday's news. So it's the fact that they would give you that moment is
it was very
pretty
gratifying.
Cool.
And also the movie's pretty good, and it's about us. It's about comedians and honors the art of stand-up comedy in a cool way, I think.
It's one of those things too, like creativity. It is in January here. Creativity is such a weird thing, like, because when you have two people with different creative ideas, it's like politics. Both people really are convinced they're right. Like, and it's so hard to see the other person's. There's a real art to being able to let something go, because it's very hard to not be so married to an idea creatively that you become unreasonable. Mm-hmm. I'm not a great collaborator because I get very married to things.
Yeah.
So I imagine it's hard to let go.
It's tough for somebody who's been a stand-up as long as you have been. And I mean, same thing for you, Jeff, that like being a stand-up is that place where you have sort of, it's all you, right? So when you move into other places where you have to share what you think is funny or what you think is entertaining or stuff like that, it has to be difficult because you're used to having autonomy.
You are, yeah, and when you have to let something go and give it up, it's like, okay, that's all you can do is just hand it over and see what people do.
You're normally a great collaborator, because you work in writers' rooms in television. You learn to sort of do that, and appreciate other people and their ideas, but. Yeah, Jim's right. It's tough to let it go.
What I admire
especially if you write something personal. Yeah, if you're sitting around the writers' room in a sitcom and it's animated, you're not
just kind of
proprietary to the ideas. But with like the comedian movie, I mean, a lot of stuff in that movie happened to me. So I watch it, and sometimes it's hard to let it go.
Well, Jeff, this is like, it's really hard for me. Like, even if I'm writing roast stuff and you have somebody helping you write, I'm very bad at sitting in a room and going da 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 da. No, I can't do it. I get ashamed and humiliated. I can't do it. I cannot bounce my jokes off people, and I admire guys who can. Because it's a part of the
rejection?
business.
Your rejection?
Don't know. I just hate it. I'm like, just email it to me or write it down, and I'll look at it, and I can. I can better edit quietly just reading it. I don't like to edit verbally like that.
Right.
Hate it. It makes me so
that.
uncomfortable.
I can see
But you
that.
can do it, and I've seen Jeff do it, and he'll just throw out joke ideas. And some are funny, and sometimes it's not, and he's okay either way. It's like that's part of the job.
You just keep swinging. If you're in a brainstorming session, sometimes a bad idea will spark a good idea, or you'll realize why it's a bad idea, and you'll go the other way. And if you're confident in your comedy, I learned that from working writing for Billy Crystal on the Oscars and Chris Rock and Jamie Foxx and people like that on award shows that you just got to keep swinging and not be too sensitive about your stuff.
Well, you're not like the weird thing is like when in those moments back and forth, you're not worried that if someone says, "Nah, that's a terrible joke," it's a rejection of you as a performer since day one.
Right.
Like I take it as a rejection of like, Jim, no, the jury's in. You've been a fraud since 1990.
Right.
It's so unreasonable and stupid.
This joke is your entire career.
Yeah,
But you got to know. You got to know at a certain point that it's not. That
Sure,
it's
yeah,
just
of
a
course.
joke in that moment, and you're just trying to make them laugh or whatever. I remember my first sitcom job was writing for the Drew Carey Show, and I remember there was all these like I was working like as a consultant like 1 day a week, and all these writers were there full time, and they all went home to their families and their beautiful houses. They were making a good living, and I was going back to a Best Western, so I just wanted to stay all night, and they just wanted to get home, and I was constantly trying to make them laugh. When in fact, they didn't want it. They wanted to make America laugh. You know,
Right.
Drew Carey was the #1 sitcom, so they had no patience for my like. Then that's when I learned, oh, you know what? Enough like trying to like, be the class clown. Let's just get the work done and find an act break for this scene.
Yeah.
And once you roll up your sleeves and realize it's a job and it's work, you can get pretty good at it.
Well, listen, you got a busy January. You got the comedian that's going to be out, that people are going to be able to see this thing that you worked on a long time ago. You've got second season of Roast Battle, which is premiering on January 26th.
Yep.
And not January, but this weekend, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, you're going to be at Caroline's.
Jeff is really, really funny.
Yeah.
I mean, and tonight's sold out, so check Friday, Saturday, or Sunday shows. I'm sure some of them are sold. Just call and see, if there's anything available.
Would love that.
And he's a good sport about the roasting thing. Like, a lot of people would be like, well, this is what I do on TV, but my stand-up's different and blah, blah, blah. It's like, no. Like, you get that people want to get roasted by the guy who's on all the roasts, so you do it.
It's fun.
Yeah.
I like it started even like as the audiences became more comedically savvy and a lot of the morning radio and just stand up, and over the years I think people start to understand stand up better. I go, well, let me make my show interactive. I like bringing people up. People are starting to heckle and videotape every comic, so I'm like, fuck that. Just all right, come up here.
Right.
I'm sick of getting yelled at from the darkness. You know what I mean? You got balls, raise your hand. You want to come up here? You're now you're part of the show. On my terms.
I love it. And of course, Norton's going to be at the Tarrytown Music Hall.
Tarrytown Music Hall on New Year's Eve. And I'll be very happy to be done with the tour.
Yeah, it's going to be good. And thanks, Jeff.
So fun.
Thank you, man. Good
Congrats
seeing
on your
you.
cool new show, fellas.
Thanks, man.
It's been very fun.
Appreciate you being here. You have to come back whenever you want.
For sure.
And we'll be back tomorrow.
Yeah.
With Joanne
Nosachinsky.
Yes.
And one of my older comic friends is coming in.
Who's that?
Do you know Frank Del Pizzo?
Yeah.
Yeah, Frank from way back, right?
That's fun.
He doesn't even live here anymore, but
I don't know. Last time you were like, one of my old comic friends wants to come in, it was Mike Bichetti.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's successful so far.
It is.
So we'll
Frank's
see.
a little different.
Is he different than Mike? I think everyone's
He's one of the
old.
first guys to get me road gigs.
Have you ever done a roast thing with Mike Bichetti?
No, but I've done radio with him. He's a lovely guy.
He is a lovely guy.
Yeah.
We should have him in soon.
You can't roast him.
Why not?
It just doesn't have any effect. I know we shouldn't.
We'll see you tomorrow.